Representing Brick City, Shakur.
Finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdueboxing shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
His feet himself.
Look at me. Look at me. Are you with me? Talk to me. Are you in here? Listen. This guy is gonna come back at you, Frace. Are you with me? Jay, I'm gonna stop it. No. Alright. Listen, if you not show me that you fucking switched on, he's gonna come at you. He's gonna come at you. Look at me, Fraser. The moment he comes at you, I'm throwing the fucking towel. You understand? They stay with me. Are you with me? Fraser, I'm gonna throw the towel, okay? No. Are you with me? No. You promise? Listen, Leader Hunter is gonna come at you, bro.
What's good? What's good? Shout out to the fam on this good Friday, man. We back to build on this boxing. And give it its just due, how we always do, man. How y'all feeling? What's going on, man? Hit me right. Got me all messed up. Hit the like button, sub to the channel, double tap the screen. I don't know what side y'all on, but hit the like button. We gonna talk about it, man. It's a lot going on. It's always in boxing, man. My guy, Cool Boy, missed weight. Shout out to LetsBuild for dropping that in my lap early. Let me know my guy, our guy, Cool Boy, missed weight by 2 pounds, man. You know, missed weight by 2 pounds, but it's crazy because now the winner, this is supposed to be for an interim title. So it's like the winner is in line to fight Shakur. It's crazy. Hold on. We got to get to it. Man, it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy in these streets, man. Don't talk about it, man. We're going to get to all this today. Let me say what's up to the fam. Dash215 is in the building. What's good, my guy? Reef, what it do, man? Yeah, it's a Freaky Friday, ain't it? Shout out to my dog, Justin. What's good with it, bro? Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to my guy, man. Appreciate you. Jordan, what it do? JP is in the building. Oh, there you go. The fax machine, the plug, LWBoxing, what it do? They never have gone out for round 12. Yeah, that was crazy. Shout out to Odyssey UK, man. What's good with it? Yo is in the building. What's good, fam? Rolly is in the building. What it do, man? New subscribers. Shout out to Shander from India. Shout out to India, man. Frequent, my guy. We be crooks, man. Yeah, so we gonna talk about it. That's what Bud was talking about. Hey, Dub. My guy, you know we gonna be on it. This the shit they was talking about, man. This is what we be talking about now, bro. Out here tripping, man. You hear me? Out here bugging. You know what I'm saying? Out here bugged out. This is exactly what he was talking about, but they out here attacking Bud Crawford left and right. Huh? Y'all mad at the new face of boxing? They mad at the new face of boxing? You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, Cool Boy ain't no coward, man. He missed weight, man. You missed weight. We gonna talk about all of that. Dante's boxing talk. What it do? Cool Boy going into lightweight. I guess, right. Remember, he said it. He said, man, I mess around, go up again after I conquer this. That was the little jewel. Fate, what it do, man? Getting the coach's son treatment. Strumka. Shout out to Strumka. Mark Nash. What it do, family? How you feeling, man? Shout out to India, man. Love from India, man. Y'all hit the like button, double tap the screen. I don't know what side you're on, but hit the like, support the build. We're gonna get to it, man. Everybody's not the face shit, right? They mad, they be mad as hell. So look, man, I was like going back and forth, like since this fight got, put together about who was gonna win. Shout out to Albania, another one. Make sure you sub to the channel, hit the like button, turn your bell icon on and all that good stuff. But it's a lot to get to. This Big Soldier, what it do? This is a fight that I was looking forward to, going back and forth in my head as far as who I thought was gonna win the fight, right? It's a pick 'em fight. It's been that way. It's been that kind of fight. Zoom verse, what it do, Brody? How you feeling? It's been that kind of fight. It's a pick 'em fight, but I ain't gonna lie. Hearing the news with Cool Boy missing weight, I'm still rocking with him. I still support him, right? I hear people saying, it's a bad look for Philly. I don't want to overreact, man. It happens, man. The only thing you can do is move forward and have the best performance possible and then do everything in your possible to make sure that it never happens again, right? Not here being stuck on stupid. We're not going to whine over spilled milk. It is what it is. He missed the weight. Now he got to deal with it. He got to deal with the consequences. And now he can't win the title. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, here's the flip side. You know what I'm saying? He missed weight. Now the fight is for the 135-pound interim title to be the mandatory for Shakur Stevenson. So it's like either way, he in a win-win. He ain't really losing nothing, but this would have been another feather in his cap, another accolades, more accolades for him had he, made weight and done things the right way. It is what it is. He just got to deal with it. But this kind of makes me tip the fight in Shock's favor. And the reason I say that is because he's had some clips, and we're going to get into them clips. Y'all know I'm the clip king, and I got him. We got to get to him. He revealed some things in the interviews when he was talking to Andre Ward. Remember? He was talking to Andre Ward and Roy Jones, and he said a couple things on the show with them that got me thinking, and it's like, oh, man, really? So let's listen to him, but let's hear what he had to say.
I love when I see people like him because
he understands the whole game of boxing, and he wants whatever belt he can grab because
I think I was so hungry and thirsty, and I was just looking at the promotion that they had for the waters.
It gotta feel good to know I gotta cut 4 less than I would have going at 126. People don't realize that every pound feel like life and death when you a fighter trying to make that weight.
What? No, you know what's crazy though? My last camp, I think I was so hungry and thirsty. I was mainly thirsty though, to the point where I got on Instagram and I just typed in Evian water, and I was just looking at the promotion that they had for the waters. Just looking at how cold it looked against the screen of the phone. I was just sitting there going,
you know it's bad when you go there. It's bad.
Like I was looking at pictures of food, and I was eating my little breakfast and just imagining it was that. I love food, bro. I can stay away from women, my kids, and all those type of things, but food, that's the hardest in the disciplines, that food.
And a lot of times to me, it was less about the food. It was more about the hydration. Like, man, can I get something to drink? Chew on some ice chips. Come on, bro. Ice chips.
Come on, bro.
Some ice.
I'm from the country. I used to tell them I drink a cold glass of mud right now. That's how bad I want some hydration.
Roy crazy. Roy said he'd drink a cold glass of mud. I ain't never heard that one before. Cold glass of mud is crazy, Roy. Damn. 5 G's, what it do, fam? How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? Well, so look, that was very telling, is what I'm saying to y'all, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, Fulton would have been a 3-division champion, but you heard what he said. Like, this dude went and looked up water, bro. Water, and like just was like lusting basically over water being cold. Like, just think about something. He telling y'all, I love food, man. You get me? He eating his little breakfast, looking at other food, imagining it was that. Like, this dude, all I'm saying, I'm not knocking him. All I'm saying is he clearly liked to eat, right? He admitted to that. He loved the food, you know what I'm saying? And me personally, I don't think like this was like something like overlooking Oshaquie or not taking it serious or being lazy and nothing like that. What I do think though, I do think that the lifestyle choices may have caught up to him. And what I'm saying is blowing up in between weights. I got another clip I'm about to play where he talked about how much he walk around at in between camps. And remember, they say fighting, boxing, that being a fighter is a lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? You stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? You all year round. Not everybody's able to do that. You get what I'm saying? But this is a guy that he enjoys himself. He had fun on the offs, you know, in between camps when he ain't got a fight lined up. And to me, I've always like kind of felt like that's something that could catch up to you. Like bad habits catch up to you when you least expect it, right? And it's crazy because he's going up a division, but it's still some kind of issue. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I don't know, man. This could have tipped the fight in the other direction, man. But here go the other clip with him talking about it. The weight.
I love when I see people like him because he understands the whole game of boxing, and he wants whatever belt he can grab because the belt symbolizes what? You the man of the weight class.
You get kind of big in between fights. I ain't trying to expose yo what you doing in between, but you kind of get stout, my boy. You look different in between fights versus when you fighting. Do I got that right?
No, yeah, correct.
You be enjoying yourself a little bit. Your body like the hydration and
a lot of it. A lot of it. I love to eat.
At least give me a neighborhood of where you like to live in between fights.
160s.
Okay.
So you a middleweight?
Yeah.
Basically.
You a part-time middleweight and then a full-fledged 126, 130.
I love when I see people like him because he understands the whole game of boxing, and he wants whatever belt he can grab because the belt symbolizes what? You the man of the weight class. You understand me? Mm-hmm. So I love this, and the fact that he's willing to come down to wherever he got to come down to. I used to tell people back in the day, my homeboy, the first one ever beat Costa Zoo was Vince Phillips. Vince Phillips was fighting at 140. Vince Phillips used to walk around at 185. This ain't what somebody told me. This is what I saw myself. And every time he would make 140. So I applaud you for being old school. I applaud you for always wanting any belt you can get your hands on too.
That's my era. That's my
Yeah.
era. I'm an old head now.
There it is.
I grew up in the right era.
There it is.
Man, and look, man, that's what it is, man. But you know, I'm the clip king for a reason, man. I make it make sense, make it come full circle. So for me, the reason I played those clips, because you can hear it right from the horse's mouth. I don't have to come up with these exaggerated ass talking points and narratives as to why he may or may not have missed weight, right? I think it's obvious. I think it's clear. I think if you somebody that followed his career and you seen him in between fights, you seen him look chubby in the face, big beard and all that. You seen him look a little heavy in the midsection. You've seen this before, right? And I'm not knocking him, right? But I just think living that way and allowing yourself to blow up. Think about it. This is a dude that was fighting at 122 pounds. 122 pounds, you run around blowing up in the 160 range. You heavier than the middleweight. He said 160s, and then he smiled, so he didn't really want to tell him. It could have been the high 160s, anything, right? Like, that's a lot of weight for a small guy. He's not a tall guy. You ever seen him in person? I have. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen him up close? He's not a big dude, but he pick up weight. He gained weight, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. He gained some weight, so I think that's what caught up to him, and I think that's what led to him just blowing his weight right now. I don't think it's something that he did on purpose. You know, I don't think he was trying to be lazy. I don't think he was trying to cut corners, but I think it was some miscalculations along the way. And I think it's one of those situations where bad habits catch up to you. You get what I'm saying? Kyle Cooley, blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? That's it. Didn't learn from Broner. I don't know. I mean, I guess sometimes you got to be put in situations to learn, right? Tunnel vision. So for me, it'll be, what can he learn from this, and how will he respond? Will he respond accordingly from this situation moving forward, right? That's what I would love to see from him. You know what I'm saying? Is it possible for you to really learn a lesson? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I got him going. I got him flowing both ways, Reef, man. We're gonna try to rock out as long as we could like this, and hopefully that fixed the issue with people finding the live streams, man. We had a good live yesterday. We're gonna have another one today, man. Y'all know how we do. But yeah, man, shout out to L-Dub, because he was the first one to let me know this. Made a short video. Y'all make sure y'all go check out the short videos too, man. Is that my guy, Big Dog Willie? What's good with it, bro? How you feeling, man? Bad habits get your career cut short. Yeah, absolutely. Tunnel vision. I think it's just one of those things where you got to learn. You see how honest he was with them, but even them as fighters, they respected it, because it take an extreme amount of discipline to pick up as much weight as he was picking up, and then lose all that weight, and then go in there and actually fight and be sharp as hell. So it's crazy that he's been doing this all his career, or you would assume for the better part of his career, and it just now catching up to him. But what I think what we seeing, y'all, is, again, you get older, you're not getting younger. So weight starts sticking around a little bit different. Probably get a little bit harder to cut them last couple pounds. You get what I'm saying? So maybe that's what it is with Cool Boy. You know, it's unfortunate, but I don't think it has to be the end all be all. You know, I've seen guys miss weight before and go out there and pitch shutouts. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. I've seen Core at 130 lose his belts on the scale. Both of them, you get me? And I've seen him go out there and beat the hell out of Robson Kinsey, right? So Cool Boy Steph, man, the mission got to stay the same, bro. You may have missed weight, but you got to go out there and perform now. Now you really got to go out there and perform. Now you really got to go out there and perform, because they talking crazy. They talking about how you making Philly look bad, and, you know, this ain't a good look, and, you know, this naturally makes people want to pick against you, right? Because they feel like, oh, man, he wasn't taking it serious. But like I said, without making no excuses, I think I came to a pretty reasonable, logical conclusion as to what may or may not have happened in his training camp or in the build-up of this fight. And then on top of that, y'all, then this fight got like postponed a bit too. That also could have been a contributing factor. The natural, you know, order of things being disrupted. Still no excuse, because you got to be on point. But I'm thinking, like, the way he liked to live and eat, mixed with the fact that this fight ain't exactly been 1, 2, 3 in terms of getting it, like, you know, getting it on, right, with them getting in the ring. So maybe that just gave time enough for some mistakes to be made, if y'all get what I'm saying. And that's how I look at it, bro, because look, throughout his career, man, he's been a constant professional despite blowing up in between fights. And, I mean, sometimes things happen, right? I'm not saying it's cool, but I'm not about to be overly critical. All right, cool, boy, you got to tighten up now. Now you know that if you either got to move up, you probably got to do that anyway, but you got to know you got to keep the weight at a reasonable level. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? A reasonable limit when you in between fights. You can't just gorge out, right? You can't just completely pig out and just, you know what I mean? Forget the fact that you got to live his lifestyle. And maybe that's something that he'll look to change after this situation. You know what I'm saying? I think Cool Boy is one of those guys that don't like to lose, and you know, he don't like situations like this. Trust me, if anybody kicking themselves in the ass, it's him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a fan of this. You know, this took one less accolade that he could have had if he win this fight. You know what I mean? So even if he win, it'll be a little bittersweet because he won't even be able to be a champion at the weight, but it will put him in line to be able to beat a mandatory to fight Shakur Stevenson. So I'm all in because Shaq already talked about pressing the button no matter what after this fight to fight Shakur. If he wins this fight, you know what I mean, then he definitely puts himself in line. If not, then it's Cool Boy. I'm cool with seeing either of them fights, man. Boxing is shaping out to be pretty good, man. It's pretty good. It's some bad with it, some ugly with it, but it's some real good action, some good activity, man. Some good fights coming out of these situations, bro. So I'm amped to see it, bro. Yeah, they said Shaq don't eat nothing anyway. I think he vegan. Damn, cheesesteaks turned Scooter into moped. Turned him into a moped. Damn, Cal. Not a moped, bro. Damn. Yeah, man. You got a Scooter. You got to get up out of Philly, man. Them cheesesteaks, G. And Cal just brought something to my attention. Hey, man, you got to get away from them cheesesteaks, man. Get away from them cheesesteaks, G. Huh? Fulton versus Foster's for the WBC. Yeah, it is. That's what the post say up there. If you ain't read it, I don't know if you just stating it or you reading the post. But there you go. So this is going to tie into the Bud thing too, because this is more WBC, Mr. We are integrity, and Mr. We are about the fighters. This shit don't look good, bro. Miss Wade, you said, man, no problem, man. I'll still put you in a position to win. And I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking him at all. So I heard the commentator in the way in. Yeah, man. See how the WBC moving? This is what, hey, Forever G's, this was me and Dub was just saying. This is what we talking about. This is what Bud Crawford was talking about, but nah, they want to be mad at Bud. Everybody hates Bud. You get what I'm saying? Why y'all mad at Bud? You look at this. Prime example. Don't y'all out here fighting for the WBC like he ran off on the plug. Delahoya, Eddie Hearn, because y'all had some stuff to say. We're going to get into them videos too. But Shock has some positive things to say about the WBC. Matter of fact, let me play the little clip.
WBC belt title, right? With yesterday's news, Crawford declining to pay that $300,000 and he was stripped. What are your overall thoughts on sanctioning fees, the WBC, and will you continue to pay those fees?
For me, Crawford, my boy, that's my guy, man. But when it comes down to the belt, I always looked up to the WBC and winning these titles. You know, we got Sugar Ray Leonard, all these guys fought for him. And if we got to, you know, do it, pay a little fee, which I know where to go to. You know, it goes to the former fighters that need help and certain stuff like that. I'm willing to help, you know, so, you know, but, you know, these belts changed my life, so, you know, I'm going to always represent them in the right way.
And look, man, I know some people like, you know, that's not Shock going against Crawford. That's Shock being his own man. He's strictly talking about his dealings and feelings and thoughts towards the WBC. And that's he represent that sanctioning body as a legit champion. He said it changed his life because I'm pretty sure it opened doors for him. But got to keep in mind, him and Bud Crawford traveled much different paths in respect to both of them because they both got it out the mud, right? And they wasn't giving nothing, right? So at the end of the day, respect the Shock. Shock's situation is different. You know what I mean? He had to fight tooth and nail for everything he got his foot in the door, managed to get a WBC title. Remember, they took it from him with the first Conceição fight. He had to get it back. That man damn near was ready to cry on camera. You know what I'm saying? Went and got that back. So I'm pretty sure it opened up doors for him. So his positioning is much different than Crawford, whereas Crawford has been the champion since 2014 all the way up until now, 2025, right? Undefeated champion at that. And he's at the point where, all right, he's fighting these big, you know, blockbuster type events with the Canelo fight. And he's saying, look, I paid all the other sanctioning bodies, and y'all the only ones that acted like it wasn't enough. So Bud Crawford, like, the man, the hell with that, bro. And I mean, the hell with it. We got to keep it pushing. You get me? We got to keep it moving. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't getting that extra man. Y'all can go to hell with it. You know what I mean? So just to, you know, to be understanding of where Shock coming from, you know what I mean? His position is much different. But I think Bud made a stand, man. I'm not going to lie. If what he's saying is accurate and everybody else been paid the same thing and they just wanted more money, I'm not going to hold you. It sounded a little bit like extortion. I'm not going to lie. It sound like they tried to just say, yeah, you know what? Just because you may or may not have made around 40 or 50 million dollars, then yeah, we need this, right? That's what it sound like. Sound like that's what they guesstimated what they felt like his purse was, and then they made a number based off that. And from what I understand, that ain't the way to go, right? They supposed to base it off of what you got paid, but for whatever reason, whatever he got paid is information that they don't have, because he said around 40 or 50 million, so he don't know. So I don't know, man. I'm not siding with them. If you really with the fighters, then you got to be with where Bud Crawford is coming from. How are we arguing for the sanctioning bodies that we've been saying for years and years is crooks? Remember, the WBC ain't been shit, right? This is the same WBC that let Canelo do what he want. The same WBC that everybody complain about, right? But when it's a fighter that you don't like, oh, that's different. Oh, that was different. It's different now. Now it's different. Now it don't matter no more. You get what I'm saying? Now the WBC is cool, and now it's, oh, he's robbing the fighters. But what about all the fighters that been getting robbed, for the people that been arguing for years that this is too many belts, the sanctioning bodies getting over it, they got all these created titles so they can make money, right? Come on, man. Gotta make it make some sense. So at the end of the day, man, I understand where Shock is coming from, because he's strictly coming from his position, his stance, and his relationship with the WBC, and he has a positive one, because in his own words, it changed his life, and you can understand and respect where he coming from. But Bud been in the game way longer. He had to tail end, and he like, man, hold up. Just because they reporting that I made X amount of millions, don't mean y'all about to, you know, extort me or wring me dry. You get what I'm saying? Y'all not about to get more than what you deserve, more than what you're supposed to get, when I'm the one in there taking the chances. So I ain't mad at it, bro. I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? And again, Earl Spence spoke about this shit too. You heard Floyd speak about it. You heard Andre Ward speak about it. Guys be speaking on this situation, man. Bud just flipped him the double bird and said, hey, take your belt. Bro, if you got a problem with the money that was paid, take this belt and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't fighting for this shit at 68 to get no way. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So what is the reason WBC deserves more money? That's what Bud is saying. That's where Bud is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said F them belts then. Yo, if it's like that, you know what I'm saying? If his belts are $300K extra, he like, man, here, y'all had them belts back then, G. Bud said, take them damn belts. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You feel me?
Are the fighters. There was a decision that he took, a decision that the WBC took, but in no ways there's any feelings other than wishing him success, and may God bless him inside and outside the ring. And I like the idea of us signing this beautiful signal.
We're going to leave this at the entrance, and anybody who wishes to sign or wish good luck to this gentleman, please do. And it's with sincerity that we do wish him, as all boxers, the best of luck.
Tim Bradley had something to say. I meant to play it yesterday, but I didn't get to it. But we're going to get to it now. Hit that like button, sub to the channel. Support the grind. Let's
Yo, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rest. Hey, this Terence Crawford is going on. But they all missing it. He missing it too. This ain't about no damn WBC. I'm gonna keep the buck with you. Oh, I want y'all to think, man. I told y'all, this the channel to make y'all think. This about Hamza Shiraz. It's about him getting a strap. That's what this is about. Whose guy is that? Who guy is that? Think about it. That's what this is about. It ain't about the money. It's about Hamza Shiraz. It's about Shiraz getting that belt. Yeah, without having to go through Crawford. That's what this is about. Oh, think about it. Anyways, that's my time. Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rest, and I'm out.
Out to Tim Bradley. And look, I know why he would say that. I understand. Johnny Blaze, what it do? Sensei the Great. Nah, but I doubt if it was really going to be no rematch, man. I don't know who really seen Canelo rematching that dude. I know they was talking about it, but I doubt it, man. I doubt it. I would have loved to see if he would have really been willing to go in there and lose to him again. Like he's never rematched somebody he lost to, right? Officially, right? So I don't even think that's something he want to do, especially when they on record coming out saying they already always avoided this style. But back to what Tim was saying, I understand the angle because of Hamza Shiraz being Turkey's guy and him being in 68 now and above vacate the titles or don't have the titles and they order Hamza Shiraz and Christian and Billy. There you go, right? He gets the opportunity to fight for a title, but the only issue with that is Bud Crawford already stated that he wasn't fighting again at 68. Said he wasn't fighting nobody else at 68. And then didn't Bernie already come out and say that Bud said something about 100 million or something if they want him back in there with Canelo again. So I don't know if we was really gonna get that rematch again. Despite the reports, man. Like they could report anything and that shit could change from now and tomorrow, right? Or next week or whenever. But he already stated he wasn't fighting no more at 68. Now, things could change, obviously, when you got an offer or opportunity on the table for you with a lot of money and a lot of M's attached to it. I get it, but I'm just going off of what Bud Crawford said out of his mouth. He said he wasn't fighting for the belts anyway. Wasn't going to fight no more for him anyway, right? He wasn't fighting at 68, right? It was talks about him going down to 60. Remember, he made the video talking about Johnny back. So, I don't think he was, I don't think he was planning on fighting again at 68. No way. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep going because Oscar De La Hoya made his little clapback video. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the situation. And he has something to say. He's quote unquote pissed off. Like all this stuff. Like I get it. Y'all supposed to, I don't know. I guess y'all supposed to be against the fighters or go against this move and act like you all for the fighters and everything he's doing is affecting the fighters so drastically. But I just don't believe it. Like I said, doing some research and seeing that it was a couple of years where they profited 10 million as opposed to the 17,000 and some change that they dished out to help 4 retired fighters. That was nasty work. That's not a lot of help, bro. That's not a lot of money at all. And y'all living lavishly pretty much off the backs of people risking their life for this shit. So it just sounds crazy to me, man. But it's Turkey's guy too. Right. And on top of that, Dub, he kind of said he wasn't going to fight there. So you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's like you saying that the reason he didn't pay the money is so like they could strip him. And like, I don't think he even thought of it that way. He said straight up what it was. Ace, what's good with it? And sometimes we got to just like take it for what it is. He gave an explanation. Yo, everybody got paid the same shit. Y'all wanted more. No, Hell no. Slap yourself. Get the hell out of here, boy. Who you think I am? You get me, bud? Like, hell nah. Know what I'm saying? I go because I went out here and got paid. Now I gotta ante up. Now I gotta ante up some extra bread. You get me? Shout out to Bodega Ty. What's good with it, homie? Boxing Dad, what it do, man? Let's keep rolling. Let's hear what Oscar had to say. Here go Oscar's take on the situation.
All right, it's time for the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursday. Except I won't make you laugh because today I'm pretty fucking pissed off. Terence Crawford, he told the WBC to basically go fuck themselves yesterday and is refusing to pay sanctioning fees to them for his $50 million fight against Canelo. $50 million. Did he forget where he came from? Or how he got there? How do you think you rose to that level? Through the ranking system. You get positioned to make that kind of money. I mean, come on, you're 38 years old. You've been paying sanctioning fees for a long time in the past. There's nothing new here. It's nothing groundbreaking. You had no problem when they were ranking you to fucking fight Canelo. It's like my agent getting me a huge movie and he's asking for his 10% commission of all the work he put in. And then I tell him, you know what? Go fuck yourself. How fair is that? I've heard Crawford say many times that he loves the belts, but suddenly the WBC is the enemy and the ring belt is the only one that matters? I mean, seriously, Suleiman has to be rolling in his grave. Literally. I mean, it sounds like you're reading a script or something. Come on, you've been the ring mouthpiece.
No, it don't.
The chosen one since they came on board 2 years ago. We all know that. I mean, it looks like that monopoly money really got to your head. This is not the way champions behave. Once you start making money, you don't behave this way. Young fighters shouldn't be looking up to this.
Man, that cat, he's been making money, bro. That's whack.
Dreams of becoming a world champion and having a belt.
That's whack.
The kids dream of becoming world champions like you did, Terence. This is not the way to behave.
Like you did, Terence.
Look, yes, there is an agenda with TKO. Yes, they want to create one belt, one entity to control the entire sport. But it's sad that they made you the mouthpiece? You of all people? I thought you had integrity. I thought you had respect for boxing and the sport.
Nah, he reaching now.
What do you think the Jose Suleiman Foundation does because of those sanctioning fees that you refuse to pay? You know what he does? He helps these kids get off the streets. He houses ex-fighters. That money goes into retirement funds. That money goes into paying hospital bills for fighters who can't make it.
Trying it. Bruce Gas, peace, OG.
So just because you made it, Crawford, and you made $50 million, you don't want to pay that fee ever again? That is wrong. I'm very disappointed. Yeah, there's an agenda here by that TKO group.
Right.
And I'm going to do everything in my power to do whatever I can to protect boxing. Because this is a sport that gave me everything.
That's a good one. That was a good one. that was a good one. That was a good one, Oscar. I ain't gonna hold you. That was a good one. Like how you try to look all serious. The clapback was supposed to be serious. Finance TV was good with it, bro. Facts. Yeah, you can't question his integrity without even acknowledging what he's saying. That's the elephant in the room, bro. Ain't nobody trying to answer that, though. They're going to just talk over. They're going to conveniently talk over that. Why is it that nobody's acknowledging the fact that he said he paid and these people wanted more money, though? And he's saying, like, what makes y'all different than the rest of them? Why should I give y'all more money than I'm giving everybody else? No other sanctioning body has a problem. But we going to just ignore that and be like, yeah, bud, you doing wrong. Yeah, y'all some slimy, grimy ass promoters, man. All y'all care about is y'all money. Y'all all must have had dibs. Y'all all must have was gonna get a cut, man. The way y'all coming out the woodworks, bro. Y'all must have missed out on y'all cut. Is y'all mad that y'all wasn't part of this reported $50 million, man? Get out that man pockets, man. That's what it sound like. It sound like, oh man, it's only 300,000, man. They gave you 50 million. And look, Oscar, you insulted him. You question the man's integrity, and then you saying the monopoly money went to his head. Monopoly money is fake money. So you trying to say the money is fake? So which one is it? Is it monopoly money or did he get 50 million? See what I'm saying? Like, get out of here, man. Y'all not gonna y'all gotta miss me with that high and mighty shit, man. I'm not going for that, man. Y'all not gonna just attack the man integrity because he stood on business, man. And he told the sanctioning bodies to kiss some ass when they been milking fighters for years. You've been hearing it, bro. You've been hearing it. Like I said, the Andre Wards, man, the Earl Spence had questions, bro. That man was in the biggest fight of his life, but he had questions. He had questions about that sanctioning bodies and them fees and where them joints be going. Telling you, man, I just don't believe everything they say, man. They some crooks at the end of the day. That's why y'all create all of these damn belts so y'all can make money. That shit. And then y'all talking about protecting fighters when really the reality of it is the reason is so many belts is in place so people can eat off them. So y'all can eat off the fighters' hard work. They getting tired of it. The ways of yesteryear is over. That's what Bud told y'all. Hell no. I'm not gonna just bleed me dry because you heard my check got bigger. I went out there and fought them 12 rounds. I beat Canelo. I defied the odds, right? I upset the apple cart. I did what all these people were saying I couldn't do. I went out there and did that. Now you telling me because I went out there and did it, I owe y'all some money? Man, get out of here, man. I'm with Bud on this one. Now I'm 1,000,000% with Bud. I'm sorry. But let the record reflect this. It could have been any fighter, and I would have been in favor of the fighter, bro. It could have been any fighter, and I would have been in favor of him. Get what I'm saying? Could have been any fighter, and I would have been in favor of him. Because I don't care about them. Like, I don't care about their money, especially knowing that they've been doing and milking and bleeding these fighters dry forever. What it sounds like is he really upset things because I'm pretty sure you probably thought Canelo was going to win. Canelo win. He go ahead and pay the sanctioning fees, all that money he get. I know y'all eating good, but with Bud winning, upsetting things, then y'all like, man, y'all trying to make up for what y'all would have got with Canelo. That's what it sound like. It just sound like some foul play. Sound like funny business to me. Sound like y'all try to get that little back end, and Buzz said, hell no, man. Hey, I ain't getting that. I ain't getting that. And I don't like the way they making it seem like he just started making money or something. Like, man, get out that man pockets, bro. Get out that man pockets, bro. That's crazy. Man, just because you start making money, this is not how you do it. You know, I'm gonna always be for the fighters. Like, shut up, man. Since when have the sanctioning bodies been for the fighters? They for their own financial gain. Case in point, I understand that Subriel Matias didn't cross the legal threshold with the ostarine in the system, right? But at the end of the day, they still pushed the fight and allowed it to go on. Get out of here. That's in the best interest of y'all. What about the fake ban that I've been talking about with Ryan Garcia when y'all fake banned him, and then as soon as he had an opportunity lined up in y'all sanctioning body, the ban is magically lifted, and now he's fighting Mario Barrios. That's more WBC. Y'all running around here ordering fights like y'all putting cases and hits on people. Y'all ordering fights galore right now. Fights galore. Yeah, everywhere you look. Oh, yeah, you get a fight. You get a fight. Everybody get a fight. Yeah, y'all trying to recoup, man. Don't. All I'm saying is I'm not gonna say that it ain't a system in place that's benefiting retired fighters and fighters that's in need. I'm not saying that. But what I am gonna say with confidence, and you can look some of this shit up, the way they're selling it is like it's all about the fighter, bud. You're basically taking food and potential help away from these other fighters. How are you going to shit on boxing and not give back to boxing after what boxing done for you? Did you forget how you got here? That's how they talking. Like, man, shut up. None of us forgot how he got here. Because just in case y'all forgot how he got here, let me remind you. He's turned pro 2008, first championship fight. If my memory serves me right, pardon me if I got it wrong. I think it was 2014 all the way up until now. Been a championship fighter, fighting at the highest level, undisputed in all these divisions, and he fought these 12 rounds, them 36 minutes with Canelo. He the one that jumped up from 54 to 68, acclimated and dethroned the king. That's how he got here. I'm pretty sure the last person to forget how he got somewhere was Bud Crawford. He knows exactly how he got there. He got there with hard work. The hard work. Y'all act like somebody like, you know, just gave him. He just woke up and gave him $50 million. He earned that shit. Look what he went and did. He really went and took the head off the dragon, bro. He slayed the dragon in Canelo Alvarez. And shout out to Behind the Hands TV, because we was having a dope conversation the other day. I mean, earlier. And he said it, bro. Bud low-key is a hero. Call it what you want. I'm not saying a hero of boxing, but look, he alleviated some space at 68. We all know Canelo was going to take that. If Canelo won that fight, he was going to continue fighting exactly who he wanted to fight with no regard as to who was deserving of fighting for those titles. We all know this. But at least with Bud Crawford beating Canelo and letting them belts go vacant, now everybody else get to fight for him again. So Canelo Alvarez, if you really want to be undisputed again, go chase them belts again. You get what I'm saying? We're not trying to hear none of that shit. I like the fact that they ordered a fight immediately. Let it happen. Strip him of the belt because he said he wasn't fighting for it anyway. I'm cool with that. Get what I'm saying? Strip him of the belt, but let those up-and-coming guys at 68 get some smoke, man, and fight for titles. Canelo is about to gatekeep the belts for as long as he possibly can. Do not tell me the best thing for boxing was Terence Crawford beating Canelo Alvarez, getting stripped or vacating the belts, and keeping it moving, bro, and allowing the rest of those guys in the division to fight and compete for them titles, man. That's it, man. That's not a bad thing. That's good for boxing. That's good for boxing. So y'all wasn't tired. Think about how many people was complaining about what Canelo's been doing for years, right? They're like, bro, man, he fight who he want to fight. Keep the titles. Like, think about it. He fought two guys that came from 154 for super middleweight championships. Let me make this make sense to y'all. Canelo Alvarez was actively campaigning as the reigning undisputed 168 super middleweight champion, right? But taking fights with guys that are at 154. And Charlo, career 54 pounder. He fought him at 68, right? Bud Crawford, he was not too long ago, right? He was just at 47, a couple fights removed, right? And look, from 54 to 68, and no disrespect to Canelo, he's fought them all, right? I get it. But at the end of the day, we still wanted to see the fights we wanted to see, and we would have never seen them had Canelo Alvarez beat Crawford instead of the other way around. So at the end of the day, it's not all bad. I'm not about to cry over some $300K that they claim that he owed him. I'm not going for that. Like, you get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he won. He earned his bread, and he lived to fight another day, man. Hey, he ain't got it. He could retire at the top of his game. Shout out to my boxing mom, Miss Barbara D is in the building. Appreciate you as always, man. Much love. How you feeling? There are some, it helped them tell their story so we can hear from them firsthand, right? Because you know what, and I'm with that, Boxing Dad. I'm open to that too, bro. Because you know what we do know. We are privy to a lot of stories that are very like negative when it comes to like how these fighters end up after their careers are over, right? There's so many instances, and my thing is, with all the money that they allocate and collect from sanctioning fees and all these different championship bouts and all these varieties of championship titles that they got, right? Like, I'm tired of hearing cases where guys is either in homes or, you know, guys got GoFundMe's and, you know, the Pritchard Colognes of the world not getting help and the Nick Blackwells of the world not getting help. Like, there's so many stories, man. I can't name them all off the top of my head, but there's a lot of stories. And all I'm saying is, to me, maybe I got this wrong. If they were spending the money the way they said they was, right? If they were you know, sending money off and like just focusing on primarily the fighters, I think we would hear far less of these stories, is what I'm saying. Now, I could have it wrong, but I'm telling you, I did a little bit of homework and seen that a couple of the years they profited $10 million and gave out less than $20,000 to the fighters, 17 and some change to be exact. That shit is a big discrepancy. That's a big difference. But here go Mauricio. He's saying out of 300K, over 200K of it is going directly to helping fighters. You get what I'm saying? So if that's the case, then it's like, how are y'all able to profit so much more than what you're giving out to the fighters? Something ain't making sense. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, bro? Come on, man. Something is not adding up. Something is not adding up. We hear too many stories. And again, you got fighters asking questions. Andre Ward, full-blown first ballot Hall of Famer. He had questions. You get what I'm saying? Concerns. Earl Spence, questions, concerns. Terence Crawford, he like, bro, y'all trying to rip me off. That's what it sounds like. So I at least, what I'm saying is I'm willing to hear him out without just saying, oh, he just trying to get over. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. They telling their side. They're saying this is what you owe. And you know, this is how you know this is an issue, because they're not even sure what he got paid. So how could you set a percentage based off you not knowing how much he got paid to begin with? Something ain't making sense. I thought the sanctioning fees was a percentage based on what the purse is. And if you don't know what the purse is, how could you set a percentage, right? The 0.6%, whatever, man. Whatever. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the 10-piece, man. He said Tank Maniacs are mad at me because I said Jake Paul is more popular than Tank. Tank Maniacs said if it wasn't for Tank, no one would know who Jake Paul is in boxing. 2025 is kind to the Tank Maniacs. Big Dog, man, my bad. I just seen that, man. Pardon me. I did not see it. How, I don't know. Much love to my homie Big Dog Willie, man. Appreciate you.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdueboxing.
Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Yeah, man. We going vertical and horizontal, yo. Just so y'all know. So we got people on both sides, man. We got over 40 people in here. Hit the like button. Sub to the channel. We gonna keep building, y'all. He's stupid. But yeah, let's keep going, man. So yeah, I don't know, man. This situation is something that I told y'all in advance when I first heard about it, when it first got announced that this would happen, that they was gonna drag it and people was gonna be mad at Crawford, like he took money out of their pocket. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've heard some of the same people that I hear have an issue with Crawford are people that I heard complain about sanctioning bodies, are people that I know for a fact when Earl Spence had questions, they was in support of that. Now it's like Bud went a step farther past the questions and he says, you know what? Nah, man, y'all not extorting me. Y'all not about to bleed me dry. Y'all not the minute I get a big y'all hear I'm making real bank or a crazy bag. Now y'all try to get wild with it. You get what I'm saying? Now y'all try to get absurd with y'all split or with y'all percentage that y'all asking for. So look, I'm not in Bud pocket. I'm not trying to be. I'm not in the WBC pocket, but in no way, shape, or form am I about to be mad at them or him for them talking about they ain't getting money when they don't even step in the ring to fight, bro. They don't fight. They don't risk their life. You know what I'm saying? And I heard what they do, how they live with the money that they make from these fighters, man. They say these people live damn good, bro. But we gonna keep going, man. I gotta pull up Eddie Hearn had a response to all of this as well, man. So we're gonna get to it, man. Let's see what Edward Hearn had to say. Everybody jumping on Bud. Told you everybody mad at Bud, man. Let me get this up. Y'all hit the like button, man. Let me pull it up, Eddie. Yeah, Eddie on the jump. See what Eddie Hearn had to say, man. They all acting like they standing up for boxing, man. Nah, hell no. And this is my thing, man. Y'all be quiet. They be quiet about their situations because not so long ago, Eddie Hearn was under fire for trying to push Cotter Ben and get him a fight despite him being suspended. And he ain't low. I remember that too. So, we're not gonna just be fake about it and everybody fake jump down Bud Crawford's throat like we don't know what's up. Let me pull this up, G. It's like they tag teaming, man. They tag teaming, Bud today. They said, man, we all mad. We stand for the fighters. Nah, y'all for them sanctioning, but y'all for y'all cut, man. Let me pull this up. Edward Hearn. Let me get this going.
Guy's got no equipment. No equipment, no class. No class, no equipment. But you know what? The lighting's all right on this one. Just your face, it looks better than me. Yeah, stomping around, bumping their guns that they couldn't get 50 minutes with you.
That's what the game's like. You know, they're all like, oh, you know, we work with IFL, we like IFL. What he's going, well, you did a long interview with IFL. It's longer than the interview you gave Stomping Ground. It's like, mate, shut up.
Oh, well, listen, he's still vlogging. Look at him.
Yeah,
look at him. Charlie's a titty, I agree with you. And he talked about this card again. I mean, that Conor Walker, Pat McCormack fight. Where did that come from?
Do you know what? It was like, it was almost like Conor was trying to wind up Pat McCormack. And he was actually doing quite a good job. Like, in the end, Pat was like, starting to get a little bit vocal. And then I thought Conor was cool, but he just shoved it, like, out of nowhere. And listen, this fight card, as I said, could grace any arena in the UK. O2, Manchester Arena, McGraw-Masood, what a fight. Conor Walker against Pat McCormack, what a fight. Johnny Fisher's in a tough fight to come back to as well. Elif Turhan against Beatrice Ferreira, best fight in female boxing, I think.
But the next statement you made, though, that was the best fight on this card. When we've got McGregor, McCormack, and Walker.
Someone asked me, what fight were you most excited for? You know, the best fight on this card for me is McGraw against Masood. Yeah. But the one that I just, you know, there's a lot of fights on this card where if I was managing or advising the fighter, I wouldn't have taken. Not because I don't think it's a great fight, not because I don't think the fans are going to absolutely love it, but I just think it's very, very, very risky. And Brian Peters phoned me and asked for
I want to hear about these two.
Well-schooled fighter. They just think they're going to be too good. Conor, and not just that, he's really good. But
I mean, I spoke to Big Johnny Fisher, and now I said to him, like, he said, I need to go out there and be more aggressive, and he feels like he can get him out there in 1 and 2 rounds. And I said to him, is that your name's the Bulge? You have to be more bullish in there. And he says, well, I can't. I'll fight the box Dave on the back foot. That's not what I do.
I think you've still got to be smart enough. You know, I think this opponent's tricky. If you watch him, he's quite good on his feet, and he's a little bit wiry and awkward. Well. But what you don't want to do is just make mistakes. Like, this guy can counter quite well. I've seen it, and you don't just want to walk on to shots by, you know, being the ball. You've got to be a little bit smarter. But I think the experience that he's got from the Dave Allen fight, and particularly working with Tony Sims as well, I don't think he needs to box off the back foot. But I just think just take your time, break the guy down. Johnny's a big, big puncher. And, you know, I think that experience will really help him. I know he's coming off a defeat, but the pressure's on. And you're fighting a guy who's 7-0, but you heard what he said.
Yeah.
This win will change my life forever. This is no joke, mate, this game. Dangerous. Especially up with big lumps like that.
Banana skin fight for Johnny? Banana skin
Every fight's a banana skin when you're coming off a defeat and you're in with a belts matter. It doesn't matter to you. But 0.06 or 9. Yeah. Now, what he will say in answer to that is, yeah, but the bill's too much. It's like that beefing. This is a kind of sign of the times with TKO. And Maurizio Suleiman is a legend. Yeah.
Thoughts on it? He didn't have pop at Maurizio Suleiman and W. Talked to you about yesterday was Terence Crawford.
There we go. Yeah, pardon me.
Before that,
I think I just missed me, but I watched it last night anyway. I just want to get your thoughts on it. He didn't have pop at Maurizio Suleiman and WC, did he? Had a good pop at them.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like it because I don't like to. I mean, Terence is a legend. He's very important to the world of boxing, and Maurizio Suleiman is a legend of the world of boxing in different ways, but also very important. So when you get two big names like that beefing, this is a kind of sign of the times with TKO. You know, Terence is part of that kind of crew, and it's like,
hey man, am I missing something? Somebody in the chat, let me know. When has Terence Crawford, announced that he's part of TKO? Am I missing something, or are they like forcing that? Because that's the second time I heard it. Like, first it was Oscar, then now him.
What he did is a little bit like going out.
Thanks, Jordan.
Having all the best caviar and lobsters, and the bill comes, and you go, I ain't paying that. And you just walk out. Now, you sat down at the table, you wanted to eat all the good stuff, You've got to pay your dues and you've got to pay your bill. Now, what he will say in answer to that is, yeah, but the bill's too much. It's like, no, the rules are their rules. They can actually inflict a 3% sanction fee across your whole purse. What Maurizio's saying is, no, what we did, it actually worked out 0.06 or 9 or whatever it was. But Terence is looking at it going, well, it's 300,000. But it does. You wanted the opportunity to call yourself an undisputed champion, right? That's what was important to you. And the only reason you can do that, the only way you can do it, is to fight for the WBC world title. So if belts don't matter, then surely undisputed doesn't matter to you. But of course it does. Because when you saw him a few hours before displaying his belts, you heard him, I'm undisputed, I'm undisputed, I'm undisputed. And the reason that fight was so important and so historic was that he was going for his 3rd undisputed championship, which, by the way, is incredible. And like, this is, I don't want to have a pop at Terence because
that shit sound good, but they act like this shit was just given to him or something. Toya was good, man. Joe was good, man. I get it, but nah, it's not like eating the best caviar and lobster and running out on the bill. It's not like that. Because, see, the problem is this is boxing and you can't play boxing. This shit ain't food. This shit ain't ordering food at a restaurant. I get the analogy how you was trying to, where you was trying to go with it, but nah, man. Hell no. It just don't fit. I'm not rocking with that. This shit ain't food. This ain't caviar and lobster. Now, I mean, this is about money at the end of the day. And like I keep saying, the elephant in the room that they all ignoring is that he's saying he paid money and they wanted more. Why is that the case? That's the part that's sounding crazy. So he's saying 300K, but he's saying he already gave y'all bread, man. So I ain't tripping, man. Keep doing what you doing. Hell, it was a bad example, Lisa, with that damn British accent, man. Caviar and lobster, bro. I'm pretty sure Bud don't even eat no damn caviar, fish eggs, bro. And lobster overrated too. Anyway, I'm sick of them examples. Lobster and steak, like, nah, bro. What it was it was historic because it was undisputed in his 3rd weight class. But it's about Bud being special enough to go up there and do it. Without him making it what it was, like, belts or not, that fight would have been special because of what he had to go through to win it, right? Like jumping up the challenge that he had in front of him. It would have always been special. Yeah, it made it somewhat historic with the belts. Can't deny that. But to me, it make it seem like y'all. I hate the word paying dues. I hate the term paying dues. I hate the word dues. Paying y'all to be great. Think about that. Pay y'all to hoist up y'all belt that I give validity to by beating people ass, by the chunks of flesh that I'm taking out the people that I've beaten along the way. You get what I'm saying? Without that, the belt wouldn't have significance. When they tell you why the belts are significant, what's the first thing they say? They tell you who held the belts, right? Because without that, them shits would not matter. And to me, it makes it seem like the belts matter more than the fighter, or they matter just as much. It's not one and the same, bro. The fighter makes the belt, not the other way around. I don't feel like, having a belt makes the fighter. Hell no. Hell no, because if you ain't like that, you're just going to be a title holder. Bud Crawford been a legit champion since 2014 all the way up until now. Do the math. An undefeated one at that. And they never had no problem with no sanctioning fees and none of that all the way up until now. And then look who it is, the one that's complaining, the one that people complain about the most, Mauricio Suleiman. Let's keep in mind who's doing the complaining. Can y'all think of another time he came out and spoke about somebody's purse? About how much money they got paid? About how much money they charging? Anybody else, have they ever done that? And I got a video with him coming up next. But have they ever done that? You get what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to hear no pay your dues. Pay y'all to hoist y'all belt up, man. When the fighters make the belts, not the other way around, bro. Not the other way around. Not the other way around. They created all these belts to make money. They oversaturated the market to make money. And now you got a guy that's finally tired of it. He like, bro, man, the hell with y'all. Y'all not getting more money than the rest. And this is my thing. For anybody that might not be in agreement with Bud Crawford, can y'all just answer me this? Why is it that they're the ones asking for more money than the rest of the sanctioning bodies? What makes the WBC more special than everybody else? That's the issue for me. And like he acknowledged it, but he like, man, y'all asking for a little extra. Y'all asking for that extra little Frank Martin bag, man. And I ain't trying to get that up. That's what it sound like to me. It really do. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Kyle Bundy. Facts. Pay dues to the people that helped you get there. And it's funny because they like, did he forget how he got here? Nah, he got here by putting in work. He got here by putting in work. You know what I'm saying? He got here by being doubted, by being counted out, by being ridiculed and shitted on and slandered by his own people every day on YouTube. That's how he got here. Because he persevered through all of that shit and they don't like it. If you didn't have a problem when Earl Spence was asking about the sanctioning fees and where that money going, if you didn't have a problem when Andre Ward was speaking about they should give them the opportunity or the option to opt in or out instead of making them pay, if you didn't have a problem with that, shouldn't have a problem with Bud Crawford making the stand, because it seemed like all of this shit was leading up to what Bud Crawford eventually did. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not saying shit on boxing and don't get the, don't help the retired boxers or the guys that's in need. But what I'm saying is, when I did that little bit of research and seeing that the big discrepancy from how much money they profit as opposed to how much they shell out to actually help, that shit is nowhere near the same. That shit is way different. It's like night and day. So again, to me, the fact that it's Mauricio Suleiman and somebody that makes up his rules as he go along, that allows Canelo to do whatever he want, I take it with a grain of salt, bro. I take it with a grain of salt. The same dude that's allowing Ryan Garcia to fight for his WBC title after taking a loss and being fake banned, this is the guy. Remember that. I can see if one other sanctioning body came out and was like, yeah, man, Bud ain't do right. He ain't take care of the fees. But with it only being a WBC, to me, it's a red flag. Because why everybody else good and he not? That's my question. Yeah, it is. It's fishy to me. I think he called them out too. And I think that's another thing. He called them out. And you notice, Barbara D, they keep ignoring it. You're not saying they didn't pay him at all. They just saying he ain't paying what they asked for, basically. That's what it sounds like. You get what I'm saying? It sounds fishy to me. ASAP Low Dog was good with it, trying to turn the public again. I'm telling you, that's what they trying to do. Telling you. Yo, yeah, man. I seen it. The article I looked at, what they gave out, what they profited was 10 million, as opposed to like 17,000, 500 or 600, something in that area, something in that ballpark. I'm like, yo, look at the discrepancy. And it was to four retired boxers at that. 4 retired boxers. 4 retired boxers out of that. That shit sound crazy to me. So where that 10 million going? Because that wasn't going to the fighters. And that's in 2 years, bro. Man, get the hell out of here. And they whining about 300K. Man, Bud Crawford, like I said yesterday, man, Bud Crawford told him to make it enough. You get me? He said, wait, man, this ain't enough. Bud Crawford. Mauricio said, wait, Bud, this ain't enough. Bud said, make it enough. Try to turn. And look, dig this, y'all. Check this out. This is also a red flag to me. Why would they go out into the public with this? What could we do? We can't help them. Could we help? Could we make Bud Crawford pay them more money? Right? Like, you ever ask yourself why they was so specific with numbers, percentages, money? But the only thing that really wasn't specific was how much he actually got paid. And like I said before, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the percentage that they get is supposed to be based off the whatever your purse is? But from what Mauricio was saying, he's saying 40 or $50 million. 40 or 50 is a big difference. That's a $10 million difference. So which one is it? And how are you making up percentages if you don't know what kind of money he's dealing with? Am I off base? Somebody fill me in. Am I tripping? Am I seeing it the wrong way? So that's all. Why go public? Why be in the public with it? Making these drawn out ass explanations and stuff. And then now you got certain people coming out in the public, trying to make their statements. Now you've heard in back-to-back interviews, people connecting him to TKO. Unless I missed something, when did he ever announce his allegiance to TKO? Did I miss something? When did he ever say, yo, I'm part of TKO? When did he ever say that? I'm telling you, yeah, Robert, they trying it, bro. They trying it. I just want people to understand this.
I'm just telling
real
you
quick, and we're going to get back to this. If you've ever complained about the WBC and how they make up their rules as they go along, how Mauricio Suleiman don't hold all fighters to the same standard, don't hold everybody accountable, right? And you seeing some of the fishy moves that he's been doing now, right? You ever ask yourself why they go out and try to make this a public thing? You get what I'm saying? Why they accusing him of being part of TKO? They're trying to make him part of what Dana White and Turkey got going on. That doesn't have anything to do with him. I think that's a little fishy to me right there. So look, it just seemed like it's a coordinated effort to try to get us to be mad at him because we like, see y'all, he's doing the fighters dirty. We're all about the fighters. When we all know, because we've been saying it for years about these belts, that these guys are in it to make their money, right? If you are a person that, remember, Tank Davis said that, the Tank Davis fans was telling me the other day, the reason he said he ain't fighting for belts is because of sanctioning fees and these guys trying to get over, ripping you off, right? Paying too much for these belts, right? That's what they said. So this is basically Bud making that same stand when being put in the situation to make it. He's saying, you know what? Nah, I'm not folding. You ain't getting nothing else. You know what I mean? Y'all got enough. You know what I mean? Just don't they know what was what before the fight? That's what I'm saying. But it sounds funny, Barbara D. That's why I said when he was like, when he got, $40 or $50 million, I'm like, hold on, you don't know how much he got. And even Bud his response, Bud was like, yo, you speculate. You don't even know. You don't know what I got. So I just want to get some clarification on that. Like if anybody know for sure if I'm wrong about that, ain't they, the sanctioning fee percentage, ain't it based off what you're getting paid? You get what I'm saying? Or is it just a standard amount? Because you know what was funny to me too? They made it sound as if they cut him a break, right? Like, well, we only did 0.6%. We could have taxed you 3% for your entire purse. So now you telling me you looking out for Bud. Now you telling me you looking out for him. You just for no reason at all. You can charge more. You could have took more, but you're taking less. The biggest red flag to me, y'all, is the fact that they're trying to make themselves like they're trying to take this high road. Like, man, without this, we can't take care of the fighters. And I hear far too many stories that are like depressing to hear. You get what I'm saying? And it's about fighters not being good at the end of their careers. And it's like, with all the money that y'all do get, you would think you would hear less and less of these situations, man. Yeah, they all do. But for me, let me speak for me, right? As long as I've been on YouTube, one of the most the most complaint sanctioning body, like the one that I've heard people make the biggest issue about is the WBC, right? The green belt is prestigious and all of that. All of these people held the belt, but the way Mauricio Suleiman moves, you get what I'm saying? It takes away from what the belt is, right? You get what I'm saying? It takes away from it, the credibility from it, because he makes shit up as he go along, do what he want. And a lot of these moves are based on like them making money. And how do I know? And I made this point earlier. I said this already. Ryan Garcia is a prime example, y'all. He didn't earn no title shot. He lost his last fight and he popped dirty. He went on racist rants and got fake banned by the WBC. The minute his suspension was up and the minute the stars aligned for him and Barrios to be a thing, what did Mauricio Suleiman come out here and do? He was at the forefront advocating for Ryan Garcia like he was the best thing ever. Like he was this reinvented fighter. You get what I'm saying? So it's the same guy that's allowing Subriel Matias, after they made all this fuss about the Ostarine that popped up in his system. This is the same WBC that's allowing that fight to continue. You get what I'm saying? So when I see Bud Crawford say, man, I ain't giving y'all no more money, I ain't tripping on it, because they do a lot of questionable things. You get what I'm saying? A1 Hoop Zone, what it do, my brother? See Wood was good with it. Yeah, they've been trying to get Bud. They've been trying to get Bud up out of here, bro. I can't wait till he retire. Tim Layton, what it do? Always different amounts, 50 mil or 15 mil. Which one? That's what I'm saying, Barbara. Do you get me? 15 and 50, a big difference. Even 40 and 50, that's a $10 million difference. Like, and again, when they started being really specific with the numbers, I'm like, hold on, man. Why y'all telling, like, I just feel like it's a different way to deal with it rather than talk about it in the media, right? We can't do nothing about it. Like, y'all better get on the phone. Better get on the phone. Yeah, they make stuff up as they go along. Yeah. I'm telling you. And look, that's something that Floyd was talking about, Barbara D. Andre Ward was on that type of time. And now the latest Terence Crawford's too many belts anyway. I got all these interim this and super champion that. And that, you know, we know for a fact all of these belts are in place because they're looking to make money. I think that's something that's known across the boxing space, at least from the fans and content creators. Like, we feel like all these belts is in place so they can make money. We don't feel like, yo, they got all these belts so they can make sure the fighters is good, y'all. I don't feel like that. You get me? So I don't want to make it seem like, you know, the Mauricio and them maybe don't have a point. But my only thing was the discrepancy in how much he actually got paid, and the fact why is he saying that y'all asking for more than everybody else? You know what I'm saying? IBO, the people's belt. I feel you, man. I feel you. How to run the media, yeah. That's what. Hey, Jordan, there you go. That's a perfect way to describe it. That's what I'm questioning. That's the red flag shit to me, Jordan. Trying to get us to be like, to feel some type of way about what's going on, right? So we supposed to all be mad at him? Yo, you know what I mean? Eddie Hearn out here talking about it's like, you know, eating the best caviar and lobster and then running out on the bill. You serious, bro? You serious? He is the caviar and lobster. He the talent, bro. And what I'm saying is, how is it okay for y'all to make so much money, you know what I mean, off of fights that y'all don't have to fight? You get what I'm saying? Let's keep going, man. Let's hear what else Eddie had to say.
For me, if you want to fight the Undisputed Championship, you have to abide by the rules of that belt. Now, there's always negotiation. You should let your point go, but you can't leave without paying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just not right.
And that's the thing. He said he paid. He just said they asked for a certain amount that he's not paying. He said they asked for more than everybody else. Everybody else was cool with what they got.
You've paraded around the ring with that belt. If you look at his academy, WBC belts there, that belts matter.
What's the subject? That was good.
This is the era of the new wave of boxing coming in is going to try and fuck all the belts. And they are going to try and kill the WBC, the WBO, the IBF, and the WBA and say they're worthless. And as I've said before, I'm doubling down. They are absolutely not worthless. They are the absolute essence of legacy and achievement within the sport.
History is
now, do I think that the sanction fees are too high sometimes? Of course. We're always going to think that, aren't we?
So to a degree, you level with Bud Crawford, because you said, do I think the sanctioning fees are too high? And that's pretty much what the discrepancy is, right? Why should they be too high? That's the thing, though. Why should that even be a problem? You talking about taking money from somebody that earned it through blood, sweat, and tears in the ring, bro. Why should the sanctioning fees be too high? You get what I'm saying? Why is that even an issue right now? It's crazy, man. All the money that's in boxing and the way people get paid, you just never seen this come up with nobody else. Why Bud? You get what I'm saying? Now he's the bad guy. You get what I'm saying? But again, Mike Magic, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? But again, this is what Earl Spence was questioning as well, man. He just didn't choose to, say, hey, hell nah, because he wasn't in the same situation, obviously. But he had questions and concerns. Think about it. And Earl Spence, biggest fight of his life with Terence Crawford, he was up there talking about sanctioning fees.
Now, do I think that the sanction fees are too high sometimes? Of course. We're always going to think that, aren't we? Do I think that, I think our commission rates on big fights are very reasonable to the fighters. To fighters, I'm sure sometimes they think that's too much as well. No one ever really wants to pay the bill, do they? But what you can't do is chase the legacy, chase the undisputed tag, and then say, well, actually, I didn't want that. No, you did. You fought for it already. Do you know what I mean? You can't now say, I'm not paying. But ultimately, because what he's saying is, I'm not paying that much. That's the rules, mate. You wanted the belt.
Of course,
but that's the rules, and under the fire. And it's a horrible situation to be in for Maurizio to have to strip a fighter. But what else can he do when they're not paying?
Yeah. Well, that's why we know it's all about the bottom line. Mind you, Canelo sat here and danced around mandatory not fighting Benavidez, but as long as he paid them sanctioning fees, it was all good. That's how you know it's not about fighting. It's not about the fighters. It's about their bottom line. That's the only thing they care about. They don't care about giving us the best fights. They care about getting them paid. They don't care about who Canelo fight, because every time he fight, they was what? Getting paid. So now that Bud Crawford went in there and beat the guy that they've been eating off for years now, they probably try to get a little extra from him. And he said, hell nah. You better go get it from Canelo. Y'all love him so much, right? Y'all got such a great relationship with Canelo, right? Go get it from him. 2 cents was good with it, homie.
Like, well, I've won it, so I don't have to pay. It ain't right.
It ain't right.
I'm not saying that I don't always agree that the sanction fees are right either, but you can't fight for the belt, call yourself undisputed, wear it everywhere, around the ring, and then go, actually, no, I'm not paying for it. You can say I don't want it. You got
like that belt is more meaningful than having than the actual work that he put in, bro. Like, what we talking about?
And the build, the 300,000 on a lot of the governing bodies is.
And I ain't gonna lie, paying to carry a belt sound crazy to me. I don't care how long it's been that way. I don't care. Like, it's okay if somebody see it different. I respect it. But for me, and I'm just talking about for all fighters, paying to call yourself a champion as if it's like, okay, I get it. This is your reward after X amount of fights or being this guy or that guy. But it's like, the fighters to me are more valuable than belts. The fighters give the belt validity, not the other way around. That's how they make it sound. At least that's how I interpret it when they make it seem like, oh, you got to pay the bill. You got to pay the bill. And it's like, so I got to pay to fight. I got to pay to fight is what you're saying. I got to pay. Like, you get what I'm saying? When you really start to think about it. So I got to pay training camp. I got to pay for my training camp, sparring partners, coaches, all this stuff, right? All this shit I got to pay. And then just because I'm fighting for the titles, right? Because I want to call myself undisputed, I got to pay to call myself undisputed. That's how you know it's not about the work I put in. It's about what you paying. They don't care who you beat. He just beat Goliath in the eyes of some people. That was a David and Goliath moment, the way they was talking about Canelo, the Bud jumping up and dethroning him, right? If he could do it. It was impossible. You heard this shit, right? That's how you know it's all about money. It's not about giving you the best fights. They don't care about that as long as they get paid. They showed you that with Canelo. They demonstrating it in a different way with Bud Crawford. I'm telling you, they want that. They like, man, you gonna give us that money. It's give us the best fights. And think about it. One of the main reasons, Barbara D, why we know these belts are in places so they get paid. It's not in place so all the fighters can get paid and we can help the retired fighters. We know that's not true. That's why they got so many versions of titles, right? Because they know what that shit, they know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Return champ or any of them belts, super champ. Yeah. From what they were saying, yeah, sanctioning fees on them too. Yeah, Bud Crawford was talking about it. That's what I'm saying. That shit sound crazy. That shit sound crazy, bro. Sanctioning fees to pay to call yourself a champion. And I'm telling you, it's because we've been conditioned to think that that's normal, but just think about the actual act. What is the belt doing for the fighter? Like, I get it, more recognition, bring the fans and people pay attention because you got the belt, but think about it for real. I'm paying to be able to call myself a champion, and without me paying this money, I can't call myself a champion. It's all about the money. Yeah. All about the money. It's crazy when you really think about it, right? And that's what we know. That's why I'm not really against Bud Crawford. I'm not saying what he's doing is right, but I'm not willing to write him off as a bad guy either. You get me? I just think they try to take this high and mighty. Oh, it's all about the health and help of the fight. That's BS, man. That's BS.
But what he's probably saying is, well, the others were cheaper. That's got nothing to do with the WBC could have said it's 3% of the whole lot. Because let me tell you something now.
Thyself was good, homie.
If they would have had this argument pre-fight, Maurizio would have gone, the belt's not on the line. And the fight wouldn't have been undisputed.
See?
It wouldn't have sold the way that it sold. It wouldn't have given Crawford the opportunity to be part of such a historic fight.
I don't know. That's subjective, man. I think a good fight is a good fight, whether the belts are on the line or not. For me, like, I think the belts is strictly for the fighters. The belts do nothing for me. Like, I would watch the fight regardless. I was going to watch Canelo and Bud, whether it was for belts or no belts at all, I was gonna watch it.
It would have been one belt missing.
That makes sense, Eddie. That makes sense. Sometimes you don't make sense, but that makes a
Makes
lot of sense.
Listen, a lot of the time, people won't agree with what I'm saying, but on stuff like that, I make sense. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not having a go at Terence. I'm not having a go at Maurizio. I'm just telling you my opinion.
I respect where Eddie is coming from, though. I get
belts
it.
don't matter after, no problem. But you can't say that because you were boasting about your undisputed championships, and that is the part of the WBC. And what you can't do is have the you can't want to call yourself undisputed and parade with that honor, and not abide by the rules and pay your bill. Do I think $300,000 is a lot of money? Yeah,
okay, it's for me.
No, but also, like Maurizio will say, well, when you're making 40 million or whatever, you know,
pocket change, yeah.
But is it a lot of money? Yes, it is.
See, but I don't care if it could have been 100 million. He's making 300K pocket change, nothing, and that's very telling. The fact that they're downplaying, oh, it's when you're making 40 million or 50 million, 300K is pocket change. So that's what made me feel initially. That's why y'all try to get what y'all try to get from him. Because y'all like, man, you think about it. Mauricio said the same thing. Well, you made 40 or 50 million. It's only charging 0.6%. Like, y'all went to the public to try to get a reaction out to people. And I'm not fooled. At least that's how I see it. But I respect anybody that said the other way. But like I said, I don't see this as a reason to attack Bud Crawford the way people are doing, right? They going at him. Like, you know, Oscar Delahoya question his integrity about this. And I think that was lame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just give us a good fight. We going to watch it. We junkies, Barbara D. We going to be right there watching it, belt or no belt. But I get it to a degree, but it just needs to be a clearer understanding of what happens with that money and where it goes. Because I think if that was the case, people probably have less resistance, you know, paying those fees for real. Because like I said, man, that research was disturbing. The number discrepancy as to what they paid fighters as opposed to what was kept was crazy. That's like night and day. And it's like, it's hard to like explain that. You get what I'm saying? It's hard to explain that. You get me? So, wow.
If you don't want to pay that bill in the first place, don't fight for the undisputed.
Makes sense.
I
Makes
get
sense.
it,
Couple
man.
quick ones.
I
Then
get
Sam
it
Jones
to
was
a
hanging
degree.
about here for ages when you were doing that interview with the other channel. He was hanging about here. I think he wanted to get you on camera to talk about Crocker versus Carroll.
Yeah.
He says it makes sense. You go down the IBF rankings. There's only one
Shout out to
legitimate
my
fighter
baby
in
girl,
the
the
IBF
queen,
rankings.
Miss
And that's
Just
Jack
Do. How you
Carroll.
feeling,
He says
baby
he'll take
girl?
money. He'll take a pay cut. Whatever he said, I can't quite remember. He'll go to Windsor Park. He'll do whatever he can to make that fight. Does that fight
Brad
make sense
was
for you?
good.
Quite possibly. I mean, look, if we're going to do whoever Lewis Crocker fights next, you know, it's going to be an important fight. And if we can do a fight with a matchroom fighter, maybe. But Lewis Crocker's the champion. He's going to need a lot of money.
And that was really the gist of what I wanted y'all to hear from Eddie. So he gave his spill on it, man. Just is what it is. And I got one more thing in regards to that. And I think this was Mauricio. I think this was Mauricio. He said something about not having a pissing contest with Bud or something to that effect. Yeah, that pocket watching. Yeah, and it's like the fact that I feel like matters like that need to be handled behind the scenes. I feel like when you go public, you looking for a reaction from the fans, and you looking to kind of sway public opinion and get people talking about it. And then we get to discussing, is Bud Crawford right or wrong? If he being cheap, if he owe money, right? If he deserves to have fought for the title because they ain't want to pay for it. It's just like it start to become a real attack on his character. And like I said, the question is integrity when this is the only time that it's came up and people are conveniently ignoring what he's saying in terms of how everybody else got paid and they asking for more. And even Eddie Hearn, he's saying, well, they asking for more than everybody else. And Hearn saying that's irrelevant. But that's exactly what Terence Crawford's point is. What makes y'all different from the other sanctioning bodies? What makes it so that y'all able to tax me more money for my hard work than the rest of them? And if you can't come up with a real reason, then I'm pretty sure he like, yo, I'm gonna keep my 300K and y'all can have this green belt back. You get me? It's that simple. Y'all should be able to explain to him why is it that y'all asking for more than everybody else. Don't ignore that he's saying that. Explain it. Don't talk over it. Don't mull over it. Don't downplay it. Don't undermine him. Don't say, oh, well, you made 40 or 50, so it's only 300. I don't want to hear that shit. Nah, bro. I want to know why is it not even across the board? I thought the splits was the same, man. This situation makes me want to do some more homework, and I have no problem doing it, man. Do some more research and really look this shit up, because what's going on? Like, I ain't never heard about this since I've had a channel and been talking boxing on YouTube. I ain't heard nobody make a big deal out of, you know, somebody not paying, but I ain't never heard this be a thing. But I ain't never expect for them to break it down in numbers and percentages and splits and talking about the person. I don't know. It's just whack. But let's keep going, man. We try not to keep y'all here too long on this Good Friday, man. Shout out to the fam. Let me play this. This is a different video. This is Mauricio. Let's listen to some of this. See what he had to say.
In Thailand here at the WBC convention, 63rd convention, and first Muay Thai one as well.
Absolutely.
Maurizio Suleiman, how are you, sir?
I'm doing very well, very happy. It has been such a unbelievable gathering of boxing members from all over the world making their way all the way to Thailand. It has been humbling. It has been highly inspiring, because this is WBC and the family and the outreach that we have.
You've been a very difficult man to get a hold of in the last 3 days. I know you've been in mandatories and ratings, and yeah, you've been full on here. So I appreciate your time. But I mean, let's jump straight into it. Yesterday was there was so many bits of news. Obviously, being from the UK, that has relevance to some of our fighters back home. But you know, the big talking point from yesterday was this Terence Crawford situation, which went viral on social media yesterday. So I was just going to ask you, without asking an actual question about it, what is that situation? Can you give us a bit of context to this whole situation that we learned about with Terence Crawford being stripped yesterday?
Well, it's very unfortunate. The worst situation, the worst decision that the WBC could ever take is to withdraw recognition of a champion. And I am very sorry for Terence's actions. His actions led to the WBC decide something. And we did every single possible attempt to find a resolution and to avoid what eventually had happened. But boxing champions have obligations, same as they have great benefits from being a WBC champion. And it has been a long process, which is very uncomfortable and disappointing.
So obviously, what was coming back from yesterday's feedback was sanction fees that weren't paid. Could you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yes, that is the situation. Yeah. Sanction fees for 2 fights. For Madrimov, when Crawford was the WBC welterweight champion, he knocked out Spence in a spectacular manner, won the WBC and the Undisputed Championship. He petitioned the WBC to fight in super welterweight, petitioned for a final elimination bout to be mandatory in the division, petitioned not to lose recognition as welterweight champion. And that is under the rules. The WBC even made a beautiful Riyadh season unique belt for that fight, which you can see he proudly wore. He won the fight, and his next move, he never paid the sanction fees for that fight.
See, but you see the way he explaining it, what fight? Because my thing is, if you saying the WBC, he talking about 2 different fights. You speaking about Earl Spence. So is you saying he didn't pay sanctioning fees for that fight? It's a little confusing, I'm not gonna lie, because you mixing it up. You saying he fought Madrimov, but wasn't that the WBA? It wasn't no WBC title on the line. And like I said, I hate to hear this, because at the end of the day, it's all about money. It's all about money. Oh, you owed it for 2 fights. You didn't pay the sanctioning fee, blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, just to think about how boxing works sometimes, the inner workings is crazy. Paying to call yourself a champion. paying. Like after you already paid with your blood, sweat, and tears. Now you gotta pay with your actual money too. It's crazy.
His next fight was Canelo Alvarez. He fought for the WBC title as long as...
Now that I get, WBC title on the line with the Canelo fight, I understand that, but not so much with the, Majamal fight. That got a little murky.
The other three organizations, and he won the WBC title and the undisputed. He became undisputed, and he did not pay the sanction fees for the fight. The sanction fees that we assessed for that were minimal, contrary to the belief of the 3% that the rules state. On large-scale events, we do modify the sanction fees, and which is unfortunate. Most of that money was allotted. It was going to go to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which helps so many fighters around the world. Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which helps allotted. It was, which is unfortunate. Most of that money was allotted. It was going to go to the Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund, which helps
Jose Sulaiman Boxers Fund. Yeah, okay. You're okay.
So many fighters around the world.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that it will carry on this as a money matter, which is not. The matter is...
It is a money matter.
There are rules.
Rules.
There are forms. And the
man.
WBC only reason for existence
Yeah,
is
they
the fighter,
cat,
the boxer.
bro.
Before
I'm gonna go look up more of this. Watch, we're gonna talk about this. Blunt Sports, what it do, homie?
Terence Crawford is a boxer. Terence Crawford is a sensational champion, legendary status, and I like him. I respect him. He does a lot of community work. We have met in the past. We have talked about it.
We have talked about it.
Always expressed concerns about what the organizations do. I have explained and taught.
Real quick, one thing I will say, and we're going to play a little bit more of this and keep it cooking. One thing I will say about him is respect to him for not going like below the belt or like going personal. He ain't start questioning his integrity, and he kept it pretty professional. And I don't know, a part of me could respect that because I can't like be like I'm mad at him. He has his position just as well as Bud, right? Right? There is a structure, right? A system in place, right? That's been that way for the longest. So I understand that angle too. Whether I agree with it or not, I understand that everybody has had to pay these sanctioning fees that been calling themselves champion. I get that, but I just would want some understanding of the situation, like where the discrepancy came at. And I would like to know, for the sake of the conversation, is this a matter of Bud just saying, F y'all, I ain't giving it to you, or is it really them trying to squeeze him for extra money? Because that's what it sounds like with the way he's explaining it there. And they make his case stronger in some cases because they downplaying it. And then they say, oh, this is going to be, looked at as a money matter, but it's not the case. Yes, it is the case. It is the case. You sat up there and talk about the amount of money, the percentage, how much he got paid. It's definitely about the money. There ain't nothing else, because if you got it, we wouldn't be talking about it, right? So that's why I be questioning them, because even we know what it is, but you still trying to tell us it's not that, right? Oh, it's not about the money, but yes, it is. That's all you talking about. So we're gonna play a couple more minutes and keep it pushing.
Showed him what the WBC does. We cannot do anything else, and it was his decision. He decided not to abide by the rules, and we were led with no other solution or position but to take that action.
Just going back to what you said about his concerns about, was his concerns relating to where
OP was good, Brody? How you feeling?
In terms of
shout out to
fees or wherever. Was that
always about the money, man.
Whatever money that comes into WBC, where that goes, was that a concern?
I believe so. I believe it has to do with that. We sat in a suite in Las Vegas. I had a presentation which I presented to him. I said, look, I want you to see what the WBC is all about. because you as champion, I want you to be proud to be
Yeah.
a WBC champion.
Yeah, make
Every
W
single
facts, bro.
action,
That's
every
what I like to
single
hear, my
donation,
guy.
every single program, anything that the WBC does is directly on behalf of our champions and our promoters. If you promoted a fight for the WBC, if you fought for the WBC, everything that we do is on behalf of them. It is not me or a few people. The WBC has 176 countries affiliated, thousands of members around the world. Our office employs 50 persons directly, indirectly, hundreds. We have activities and offices all over the world. We have committees.
And that's pretty much it. I don't want to hear too much more of that. It's a lot more, but nah, I don't want to hear all that gibberish. I respect where you're coming from. At the end of the day, just seemed like they try to bleed him for a little bit more money, and he wasn't going, man. That's what it sounded like. That's really what it sounded like to me, man. You know? But we'll see, man. Life will go on. They got their belt, so they'll be all right, right? They'll live. They got their belt back. They got their belt back. That's all they wanted anyway, right? So let's keep going, man. Let's get into this interview. Al Booger, what it do? Propaganda, yeah. I think they just try to get a man, get us making arguments for him so we get to attacking Bud Crawford. I really think that. I ain't gonna lie. I really think that's what they, maybe not Mauricio because he ain't had that kind of energy, but he did light the fire. He started it off, and everybody else followed suit. So they still mad at Bud, and now I guess they mad at Shakur for this Cigar Talk interview. So we're gonna play this, then we're gonna dip out, man. Shout out to everybody. Hit the like button, man. He sat up there and said they're gonna make it a money matter, but that's not it. Yes, it is it, bro. It's all about the manyan, man. All about the manyan, man.
Respect that, so
that's true.
I'd rather stay away from them and
with the game when you were a celebrity.
No, it'd just be how they like.
Because of something he said something about being the face or something. I didn't even watch it. This is my first time watching it. I didn't even watch it. So they said something about him saying after he beat T.O., he the face or something like that. I mean, to each his own, man. I'll say I'm gonna let this play. We're gonna let this rock out, man. I'll get my assessment, man. We're gonna
just dick ride anything. Like it just be mad dick riders in the game where it's like, bro, y'all niggas just dick ride anything. And then y'all hate on niggas so much. Like the black niggas get hated on way more than the outside niggas. Like niggas outside of my race. And I don't respect that. So
yeah,
I'd rather stay away from them and see them when I see them.
I get it. Man, you been beefing with Mike Compton. Y'all got to stop that. Speaking of media, come on, man. Mike's a good guy, though. He's a good dude for
real. He's bro.
I hope you got to stop the beef, man. I like that guy. Mike is cool.
Nah, I heard Mike Carpenter stuff it too. I ain't gonna lie.
I think cool people are like, you're authentic to you. Anytime I talk to him, I think his opinions sometimes be off the wall, but I think he really feels like that. I don't think he trolls. I don't think he's just saying shit. I think he feels the way he feels.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? With him, right? When he speak like, okay, boxing.
Yeah.
Do he have like good points? Like him as a commentator, is he good at commentating?
I mean, sometimes. I think he's getting better. I don't think he was like,
trash.
God's amazing.
He's trash. His scorecard's trash. How he commentates trash. His voice is annoying.
Right.
But it's like, bro, he gonna go speak his opinion on me.
Yeah.
So a nigga like me is gonna speak my opinion back. I'm gonna say what I got to say, bro.
Yeah.
Just cause you gonna do the same thing. So in my defense, I gotta do what I gotta do.
That makes sense. I mean, are you in a different space? I mean, you popped out the other day on Instagram, new teeth alert. Everybody was talking about it. Like, is that what is that? Is that you in a different space? Like, why?
I did what I felt like doing for me, bro. Yeah. I ain't do that for nobody else. That was all me, bro.
Well, people saying, well, your signature, the gap was your signature. They like Shakur was you know what I'm saying? That's how we know him. It was a signature look.
It's cool. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Yeah. Just for you.
Yeah, that's it, bro. I ain't got too much to say.
Yeah. We're heading into the biggest fight of your career, right? Like name-wise, accolade-wise. Like this is the one, right? I feel like you've been clamoring for a fight for so long, like a fight where everybody's like, you know, I get to show my level. Do you think this is that fight? Like,
yes,
you're gonna have to show the level in this?
Yes. I mean, I think Tio the truth, bro. I think that me and him came up together. He been the truth. He been winning tournaments at tournaments with me, alongside of me. So I know what I'm dealing with, bro. I know what type of fighter this is. I know I gotta up my level that night because of who I'm in front of.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, how do you see it, right? Because I hear people saying different things, right? Like media pundits and fans. I brought this up to your grandfather on live the other day. Some people say Tio's more athletic than you. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. It's hard to say who's more athletic. How you gonna say, okay, let's say they say he more athletic than me. If he more athletic than me, if we go outside and do any sport, any other sport besides boxing, can he beat me in it?
What you mean, like basketball or race, or running a race?
Any sport, bro. Is he more athletic than me? Because, like, how you gonna be?
That's one of that's one of the best, the main things for me that I love that he giving Tio his just due and constantly building him up as an opponent. Because not only is that good in the media, because you don't need to be trashing your opponent anyway, right? What's the point of you chasing bums, right? So that he kills that, and then on top of that, I think subconsciously as a fighter, as a competitor, when you recognize the danger that's in front of you or the talent level that's in front of you, you're able to go in the gym and prepare properly for that guy, right? Because you beating it in your head. Yo, this dude, hell of a fighter. So you know you got to cross every T, dot every I, as opposed to convincing yourself, this dude ain't shit. Here, bump. Then you go in there, next thing you know, you're supposed to run 6 miles. You mess around 4.5 or 5, feeling like you could cut a corner because you done convinced yourself this dude ain't really that good. So I like that. I hope he keep that energy for all the opponents, because at his level, truth be told, he need to fight guys on his level. And this could be the start of that with Tio. So I like it.
More athletic than me. You can't do nothing better than me at any sport.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's an athletic guy. I don't know.
I'm from the trenches, bro. I come from the hood, bro. He comes from where, bro?
He say Brooklyn, but he be saying he's from Brooklyn, though. I don't know where he's from.
From Florida.
Florida?
He's probably born in Brooklyn. Yeah. He's from Florida. But I'm just saying, like, where I come from is like the hood. I go outside and play basketball every day. I go outside and play football every day of my life.
Yeah.
So for him to be like more athletic, okay, cool. That's what y'all call it. But man, I don't know. We'll see you on fight night.
How do you envision it? I mean, I'm sure you played it out in your mind a bunch of times already.
Me just making a great fighter look average. That's how I see it.
Are you gonna fight like the Zepeda way? Because that was the first time we seen you fight like that.
I can't tell you how I'm gonna fight. I fight different styles for different people. Yeah. So I may fight this way for this guy. I may fight the other way for another guy. But my main objective is to get the job done. Yeah. I don't care about like which way I fight. As long as my hand is raised, if it's ugly in that bitch, I'm good. Yeah. And I'm like this. Yeah. Good.
What was it about Tio that you gave yourself like this is the one I want him, right? Because I'm sure you at a point where you got options, like you could pick, you could pick and choose. Yeah, I know. Why? What was it about him that you was like, all right, this is the one? What made you want to?
He's on top of his game, bro. I said that his last fight in front of New York City.
Times Square, yeah.
He fought Arnold Barboza. He was sharp.
He was stacked. What's my boy name that was dead to?
One of the 5-4 Kings, whatever they want to call it. So he on top of his game, bro. So if I see somebody on top of their game, my competitive edge just kick in. It's like, okay, I already vision right then and there that I want to fight him. Like I want to be in front of him and see how my style do with his style. So it's more so just who the best.
Do you think this, because we've talked about other interviews that we've talked about you, like, yo, I want to be the best, I want to be the face of boxing, etc. Is this the fight that you feel
I am. I'm that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm that guy, bro. I'm tired of even sugarcoating that shit. I'm that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
What's the guy? What is the guy?
I'm the guy. I'm the guy that's gonna put asses in seats, the views, nigga, everybody gonna tune into my fights. If we could act like Tio is the A side of this fight just because he got the belt.
Yeah.
Let's pretend because you got the belt, and I'm coming to challenge you for your belt.
That's what it is right now.
But truthfully, is he the A side?
Like
I'm the bigger fighter, bro.
Popularity.
I'm the guy, bro. Like I'm the guy, and after I beat him, bro, I'm the face, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Is he this pay-per-view box office star? No, but do he sell tickets? Do he sell more tickets than T.O.? Absolutely.
Face box, face.
I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear
face. That's a. Are you face of that? Man, it depends how you beat him. The how matters. Bro, I agree.
Anywhere I go on the planet, bro, everybody knows Shakur. Yeah. I go anywhere on the planet, bro. Niggas, Shakur. Oh, can I take a picture? I'm the guy, bro.
Hold on, does that happen to you a lot? Like
I told y'all in my experiences, every time, you go to his fights, they show up, they show out, standing ovations. Then when I catch him in a fight where he's not fighting, that shit he's saying, yo, can I take a picture? Yo, I'm telling you, yo, and it'll be for a long ass time, man. This dude was like 15, 20 feet away from his seat at the Boots fight when we was there, and it took him so long to get back to that seat because of all the pictures that people wanted to take, and just like, you get a lot of love when he out. I ain't gonna over exaggerate it. As far as the space of boxing shit. Look, let me say this. In terms of will people ever give him that recognition ever? It don't matter if he beat all your favorite fighters, all the contemporaries. Like, it's just people that's too hateful that don't like the young man. They never gonna give him his just due. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this as being one of his biggest true supporters. He'll never be the face of boxing in that regard. But it don't matter, because was Terence Crawford the face of boxing? I mean, you still start now hearing people say that about him now, right? But did it stop him from being great? Did it stop him from being one of the greatest fighters ever? Right? Hell no. So at the end of the day, as long as Core keep doing what he's doing, just keep proving it. At the end of the day, when the smoke clear, you're gonna have, I say this all the time, you're gonna have to respect it. You don't gotta think he the face of boxing, you don't gotta think he this or that. I'm not here to make that argument either. He'll never be the face of boxing. By those standards, by the standards of, today's boxing, never. But I think what he can be is one of the best fighters in the world, no matter what. And I think he can keep proving that. And he's been proving it thus far. And I think he just keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna get the recognition, you're gonna get the praise because you got the staying power. I think you're gonna have some longevity in the game where you're gonna be able to get some big fights and make some real money, some good money, but continue to grow his profile. You just got to stay down. Keep doing exactly what he be doing. Stay focused, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they'll just walking around. Yeah. Bud, a real one. He be amongst the people. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Him and Terence, like, think about it. Blunt, what's good, my homie? How you feeling?
What's up? You can go and finish what you were saying.
Nah, I about to say, yeah, the comparisons with Bud is real. Like, they tell you what, Bud ain't fought nobody. They tell you what, with Shakur, he ain't fought nobody. He just want to be like Bud. He just this or that. But Bud Crawford, I don't want to hear from the haters. I want to hear from the real ones. Bud Crawford to tell you, look, Shakur better than me. And I ain't about to get up here and make that argument, but I'll tell you in a heartbeat. That's what Bud says. So if he said it, I'm going to just say it's a reason he's saying that. Don't no boxer run around and want to admit that nobody is better than him. But him saying that, now obviously he got a ways to go before he get to that level, but I could understand why he's saying he's just giving him his praise, man, because he see this shit on a regular basis, so he's just gonna have a different, read on him than what most people have from the outside looking in.
Yeah, and I want to add to that, man. It's not more so about being so-called the face of boxing. It's just about being the best in boxing. Right. And to do that, you got to fight the best and you got to beat the best, and I believe that's his goal. Shakur has shown that throughout his whole career that he want to fight the best, no matter what type of narrative they try to paint. We all know that he want to fight the best guys. He want to challenge himself. So it's not about being the face, because, like you said, he'll never get that type of recognition because of, you know how it go, the political game, right? So, but being named the best fighter in the world, I think that's good enough. That's what Bud Crawford is, the best fighter in the world. So, yeah.
You get me? And look, even with as great as he is, they still trying to slight him and knock him down the peg. So that's why I say that it was intentional with this making a big deal about this sanctioning fee shit. They wanted the people to get up in arms. They know how this shit works. Try to move the needle, get us talking about it, stir up a bunch of emotion and opinions, and get people going that Bud Crawford. Oh, you doing boxing dirty? You ain't paying it forward, man. When you know this ain't that type of dude, he pay it forward every time he help a young fighter. You know what I'm saying? Shit different, man. Crazy, but let's keep rolling, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. We're gonna keep going.
Bro,
You outside, yo.
Niggas could sit there and act in front. And you know, like social media try to spin a narrative like, oh, I'm the guy, bro. I'm the guy. I was the old and with the new. I'm the guy.
Yeah. Of course, said
I'm
the
to beat
guy.
the guy. You got to beat all the guys, though.
That's cool.
You got to beat
I'm
all
with
of them.
the challenge. I'm with the challenge. Starting with T.O.
Yeah.
Then who's next?
Well, so if we talking about who's next, you've been calling out, or I don't say calling out because y'all both been going back and forth, but kind of been. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of talk with that right there.
I told him, come on.
Yeah.
But the thing is like I see him say that, but then he say something else about somebody else or this guy. But me and him had a whole conversation, and I said, bro, let's do it.
Yeah.
He said, are you serious? I said, yes, I'm dead serious.
And the DMs, right? That was
Yes.
DMing. I heard him say
Hey,
that.
look,
DM.
I ain't even focus on him. Like right now it's T.O., bro.
Yeah.
I can't look past T.O. when T.O. better fighter than him.
Yeah, for sure.
Truthfully.
Yeah. I would agree with that. All right, so but with T.O. is like, T.O. to me, this is as a boxing fan, you don't know which T.O. you're going to get, right? I feel
I
like
gotta stop that shit.
it's
bro.
true. We see
Y'all
different
know
type
the
of
truth,
T.O.s,
bro. Okay, you see him show up on the night where a guy moving around the ring and he chased him around the ring and he don't cut off the ring right. Like that's like little stuff, bro. Like if we gonna be honest, bro, when he get in them big moments, in them big fights, the best version of him show up every time.
The big fights he hit, Lomachenko.
But if he fighting against fighters that he already thinking like, okay, I could beat them, he probably not gonna train the same. But with me, he know. He gotta come.
He gotta know that.
Yeah, he know.
1,000%.
I agree with Core.
So
same on both sides.
I look forward to
mutual
seeing
respect
the
on make them dudes work.
I want to know where, because you know, we know each other for a little minute now, bro, and nobody likes to lose, but your version of losing is different than most people. Like your hatred of losing, I should say, is like a little bit different than most people. Obviously, your Olympics clip goes viral every couple months. Me too. I love that clip.
No care.
It goes viral every couple months. But where did it come from? But what's the first memory that you could think of something that you lost? Like when I lost and it made you, because I just want to know where the fuck does it come from like that crazy?
My second fight.
Second fight ever.
I was 8 years old. I was supposed to get a trophy that night. And I ended up getting a fight of the night trophy, but I was the runner-up. But I lost. That shit, I mean, my emotion, bro, like, I don't like losing, bro. That's the worst shit in the world. Like, that shit feel like somebody died in your family. Like, that's how losing feel to me. So, that moment, shit, I started crying and shit, regular shit, bro.
Yeah. But you just always been like that? Or is it just...
I was born this way, bro. It was something that God put on me, bro. Yeah. That's why I work as hard as I do now. That's why I fucking put in a tremendous amount of work and stay disciplined and do all the right things that I'm supposed to do to become champion of the world and stay champion of the world and keep that because of the fact that I want to win, bro. You're going to do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah, for sure. I saw Terence Crawford said that, the other day, he was just like...
That's one thing about it, that he got that competitive spirit, and I think that's why he up for this challenge. He ain't somebody, I think, just calling for the challenge. It ain't going to be ready. I think he's going to be more than ready. We're going to see a damn good fight, man. T.O. going to be... I'm anticipating one of the best versions of himself, because he's going to have to be. Anything less, that shit going to get spooky for him. The way it been made, between Pitbull and Roach, but Cool Boy ain't make weight.
Yo, there's no way that T.O. really could beat you. I mean, I know y'all are friends, right? Mentor, all of that, big bro, little bro. Is that something like Crawford looks at you and kind of sees stuff in himself, or like what you think it is?
He just been around me for years, so he know. Same way I know with him, bro. Same way when he fight, I know for a fact he's gonna win. I'm willing to bet. Yo, anybody could walk up to me about Bud and be like, "Yo, you to bet this." I'm taking every bet.
You know, I know
every bet. I don't care because I know what he's built with and what's like within him, man. It's the same thing with me, bro. He know like who I am. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get the job done. He know what I'm built with. He know how competitive I am. So, bro, that's just big bro. That's one of the few big brothers that I got on this planet.
What's good?
What is it about your relationship that make you so tight? Because, like you said, you ain't really fucking with a lot of people. There's not a lot of people that you look in your corner and feel like that. I know he said that today. He kind of went on his Twitter binge today where he like old niggas hating on young people. Like he don't fuck with a lot of people. What is it that makes y'all kind of have that synergy like that?
Honestly, I just think that I came up under him, bro. Like, I honestly owe that man a lot. If I'm being like real with you, when I came up from the amateur to the pros, Bud played a tremendous part on my transition.
Like learning how to be a pro?
Learning how to be a professional fighter, learning how to stay disciplined. Now, I drifted off at times.
Yeah.
Bud was a fighter who stayed disciplined throughout his entire career. Me, I done had my moments of I went over here, came back, but then I had to wake up and realize, like, damn, look at this nigga, bro. This nigga's the best fighter on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
And how did he get here? How did he get here? He got here through hard work, dedication, and discipline, bro.
All right.
So, bro, I don't know, bro. I just want to be the best, bro. And I appreciate that dude. He kind of helped me get to this, where I'm at right now. And he passed me the torch.
Yeah.
See, and that's that shit, man. That don't them the stories that need to be talked about. Not no damn sanctioning fees. Talking about that man integrity. That's the integrity that he got right there. See how he able to affect Shakur in a positive light, and not just him, the Keyshawn's, DB3, like just being in there to help these guys, guide them, get a game, and he led by example. So it's easier for people to follow somebody lead when you seen a guy lead by example. Shit is dope. You already know. But shit, that's that mind frame that take you to the top. Yeah, you gotta use. And that's what I like. He's motivated by, you can jump in whenever you want, but just let me know. He's motivated by watching his big brother and Bud Crawford be great, bro. He got one of his first tough lessons in boxing from Bud Crawford, right? And it been good since then, man. Showed him that he wasn't as good as he thought he was, right? And made him work his ass off. And you see the results, man. Like, love him and hate him, he's one of the most talked about fighters in boxing. And all he got to do is keep winning from here. You know what I'm saying? Just keep winning.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, man. Yeah, that's all you got to do. So, yeah, man, I like that he got that positive influence around him in Bud, man. He got a constant professional dude, live a lifestyle, make the right choices, constantly working. Don't let himself get out of shape. Don't overlook nobody. Just work hard as hell, the work ethic, and then you got the skill set that, your skill set is clicking and on par with your work ethic, man. You're going to go real far. So that's why I said it's all up to him, man. It said he at the point where right now it's you versus you every time out, man.
Is this training camp different for you?
Yes. Way different.
Why? Because we said it live. You told me you trained against Zepeda. You said I trained at home. Obviously, we here in Vegas now, so that's a difference. But what makes this different than the other ones?
Because of the fact that I'm doing more this camp than I did any other camp. With Zepeda, is like, see, I don't want to go too much in detail because I ain't going to give out the secrets.
Yeah,
but understand this. Zepeda, I could have took it a little bit more serious, and you would have seen an even better version than y'all seen that night. And our fans were so hyped about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, good job. He stood in the pocket. I could do that as regularly. Like, I could stand there and defend myself. I could be comfortable in that mix, but I know there's a level that I could have shown, and until we're gonna see it.
So is it always like, because people say that, even Bud, like I said, Bud said that today, that nobody never bought out the extra level. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like there's still an extra gear for you that we haven't seen as fans?
I just think with this one, bro, it's things that I have never done before that I'm doing for this fight, to where it's gonna put me.
Yeah.
And usually it's like, okay, whatever, this is a fight. As long as I get there, I'm good.
Yeah.
Bro, now it's like the build-up process is just so much longer, tougher, and I'm maintaining, and I'm at a better place than I would be if I'd done this the other way.
Right. That makes sense. I seen Keyshawn Davis in camp.
Yeah.
When I was on live with your grandfather, he zoomed in on Key. I said, yo, make him something. We ain't see Key in a long time. Tell me about that. I mean, he said, I'm just helping my brother work. He said, my brother got a big fight coming up. I just came here to help him get some good work. How has he been helping you in camp? Y'all sparring? Y'all...
Yeah, we sparred once. We sparred before camp started. Actually, but he just got back to camp. But I ain't, bro. Keyshawn, bro, he always been there for me, bro. Like, that's somebody who, like, bro, he rocking with me, bro. Same way I rock with him. Like, they're just been this way for years and years and years and years. So it's like, that's my dog, bro. That's my dog. I got nothing but love and respect for him, and I'm glad he here to push me.
What kind of stuff did you tell him going through everything he went through, right? Like, he went through a low point, a couple of months ago where all this stuff happened with his fight, and then post the fight, and everybody was on his ass. You know how the game go. What kind of stuff did you, I guess, tell him just, as a brother, like through, helping him get through all?
I mean, being real with you, bro, I told him where I want him to be, bro. Like, where he can be. This nigga is the fucking, bro, he got so much talent, skills. He got everything as a boxer. The main thing is just keeping his head on straight.
Cut was
like,
good.
The key. Nah, I can't. Once again, I ain't gonna go too much in detail on
Sure.
That's my brother, though. And I just make sure I'm there for him the same way he was there for me.
Yeah.
I like that dynamic, man. I mean, people could knock it all you want. Some shit deeper than money. I know they say, if it's your brother, then break bread with him. But I think it's one of those cross that bridge if they get there kind of things, man. Shit just deeper than boxing with them, and I respect it. In a world full of snakes and grimy people that ain't stand up, they took a liking to each other, and it's a mutual thing, and I could rock with it. I'm just glad that they're in a position where they could look out for each other, man, and that's dope. You know what I mean? Because Key obviously, need that pick me up. You know what I mean? Made a little mistake. Turned around, signed with Jay Prince. He been locked in. You see what he doing, working with Corey. You see the videos coming out. He with Corey. They putting in work. They pushing each other. Saying his main sparring partner. Well, it's Keyshawn. So this shit is iron sharpens iron, bro. And the things that I've heard about Keyshawn Davis over the years is just he could stop. Only he could stop him. I swear. I'm telling you, I done heard it from too many people from sparring stories. We've seen it in real fights. The talent is there. So you heard what Shakur said. It's all about keeping them focused because he a bit of a wild card. But other than that, he got all the talent and skill in the world, bro. And I respect it. I rock with it. So I rock with him on all that. So I rock with boxing. I don't wake up and find reasons not to like these guys. That shit be sounding crazy when people be telling me. They can imagine not liking complete strangers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously,
in the world.
None to you. That's only trying to figure it out. You get what I'm saying? They winning in boxing. Like, they not gonna be perfect, but we like they can't even say nothing. That tweet to show them like I hate him. You see what he tweeted? Can't believe him. It's like, bro, did you see that fucking fight? Did you see the fight? AOP, you hear me? In that ring, bro. I don't know people personally, but in the ring, did you see that last fight? Did you see the belt, the ass? Did you see the narratives falling by the wayside and how people faces were screwed up when they had to sit up there and talk about that fight? I laughed. Hey, Blunt, man, I was crying listening to people not wanting to talk about this fight.
I know it.
Hey,
Hey, just and just to
he got his jab
and just
time. He almost got knocked out.
Hey, and just to be clear, right? You would love to see Keyshawn versus Shakur, right?
Hell yeah, I watch. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think people got that kind of misconstrued. Like they don't think like we don't want to see the fight. I would love to see the fight. Just let them boys get there when they get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The more y'all ask them to fight, the more they're gonna push against it. That's just how it is.
Or if they really want to fight, then what's the incentive for them to fight? Just the people telling them to fight when they establish that they won't. Throw the bag at them. Make them an offer that they can't refuse, where they start looking at each other with that smile like, hey, man, we might have to. Because hell yeah, let me be clear. There's not a single person, whatever weight class Shakur Stevenson is in, and whatever the best fighters are in that weight class, I want to see him fight them. All of them. So I want to keep playing this because I seen, people be in my comments a lot. Then I be live. I don't be seeing them because they giving them a lot of flack about his comments for Abdullah Mason. So, I'm going to let this rock out. I'm trying to get to that because, hey, man, y'all put him on Shakur Stevenson level. Mind you, like, think this is how ignorant the boxing world is and how, people it'd be feelings and emotions over facts. If you rated Abdullah, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you rated Abdullah Mason over Shakur before he even had a chance to compete for a title, you are what's wrong with boxing. If you want to say that that's your favorite fighter and you like him more and you feel like he going to be the threat to Shakur, he could beat him when he get there, all that shit is cool. But to go out of your way to try to convince listeners that Abdullah Mason is on a higher level than Shakur Stevenson or rated above him, meanwhile, conveniently, not even bringing up Gervonta Davis. Like, he's the god of this shit. Yeah, we not going. Yeah, that fight, that's way too much for him. Take too much. But Shakur, he could beat Shakur right now. Based off what? I'm hearing some wild shit, and I'm trying to hold my tongue until he start talking about Mason. But damn it, somebody told me Shakur Stevenson wouldn't beat Sam Noakes at 21 years old. I'm damn near lost my mind. I had to remember it's one of the guys. I'm like, bro, y'all wake up and say anything without no thought behind it whatsoever. What do you possibly have to go off to come to that conclusion that he would have a tough time with Sam Noakes? Why? Because Abdullah Mason did? Let's be honest, because I'm a real supporter of the kid. The only reason the fight was as tough as it was because of Abdullah. Not because of Noakes. Yes, some of it was Sam Noakes, his durability. He was resilient. He wanted to win too. He was undefeated. All of those things are true. But let's be honest. That fight was as tough as what it was because Abdullah Mason still fighting with the young man energy, and I respect and love him. It's not a bad thing because he's able to make it work to his advantage. But as he continues to grow, he is going to dial it back a bit. At least I think so. If he's going to get to where I think he's going to get to, he's going to calm some of that shit down. And he's going to be more of a cerebral, calculated killer. Right now, he's operating off that young boy, I'm going to get in your ass energy. Not that I'm cerebral, but I also got some physical gifts. All that shit ain't being put together. You might think it is, but it's not. He went out there and made that fight tougher than he had to be. And then I made the short video because he said it. He said, man, I feel like I fought his fight. Come on, man. And then I'm honest. What did Core just say about him when he fought Zepeda's fight for the most part? Hey, man, how you going to fight moving forward? Hell no. Man, hell no. I took too much punishment. No. He just wanted to shut some people up. So he was critical of his own performance. When people was raving about it, he was more so like, man, this is shit that he know he could do, but he chose to fight that way to shut the people up. But he knew damn well moving forward, that's not how you fight. This shit ain't about taking punishment.
And I got something to add.
Mm-hmm.
Like before we continue, right? It's a part in here where he talked about T.O., right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna point something out to the viewing audience when we get there. It's something that's very it just show who won it. You know what I'm saying? But I'll let you know when we get there.
No doubt. Let's keep going, man. Y'all hit the like button. Let's keep rocking, man. This is a good interview, but like I said, man, he public enemy number one. I'm telling you. Public enemy number one. The man can't speak his truth. He can't even talk about if the Saudi money is good without people. Oh, he's a liar. He's this. He's that. It's just like, bro, let the man live, man. It ain't that deep. He the only one being honest with Abdullah Mason. Rest of y'all lying.
I like seeing y'all together, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Really, that relationship is a real one. So I like seeing that shit. For real. Your contemporaries, like, do you think about that in your quest to be the greatest? Like how everybody said 4 kings or whatever. Do you kind of compare where you at versus where they at and like the landscape and shit like that?
I mean, as a competitor, yeah. Like as a competitor, you're like, okay,
like
this guy's
peace,
here,
bro,
this guy's here, man. This guy's here. But for me, it's like only on the competitive side, I try to keep it there. I try not to keep the other side of like a lot of guys nowadays is missing what I see with like the younger generation. They compare themselves to other people. Oh, he got this. I should have this.
Yeah.
And me, like, I'm not nothing like that. I can't look at somebody else and be like, oh, he got this and I want to be here and I don't have that in me. So as a competitor from a boxing standpoint, I want to be better than all of them guys. Like that's my main goal. But like as far as outside of boxing, I try not to even think about what the next nigga doing. I try to keep on what I'm doing and focus on my hustle and everything I got going on in my life. I don't want to worry about nobody else.
And that right there, that mentality, that mindset is why I respect him. I feel like most people that got the negative opinion don't really listen to what he be saying. How could you not respect that? He focused on him and trying to be better than you in boxing. He not looking at you saying, oh, you got this much money. Oh, he doing this. I got to do better than him. He's trying to outdo you in the sport as a competitor. He ain't trying to be on some street shit. It ain't none of that. I'm just trying to one-up you in the ring. Not in life, in the ring. We all doing our thing, but just when it comes to being competitive and getting in a boxing ring and competing, I want to prove that I'm better than y'all. Only way I can do that if I get in the ring and fight these dudes, man. You got to respect. Got to. That's the right.
It's not out of jealousy. It's not out of jealousy that they try to make it. Oh, he's jealous of somebody. Like, just because he call him out and he talk a little shit because he a competitor, that mean he jealous of him and he like, come on, man, that shit is high school shit, bro. Like, we men, dog. Like, these niggas box for a living.
He gets jealous because I'd be like, bro, they all fitting in that top 1 percentile or less, right?
Yeah, world
like
champion.
We not counting dollars, but they all been part of $1 million paydays, multi-million-dollar paydays. They all at the point where they're living good. You know what? Once you rich, you got it, bro. And like it ain't nothing none of them really can't do that the other one can't do. They all living well, but that's not what his focal point is, right? Because he just let you know, I'm not worried about what they got. But when it comes to competing, I want to be better than y'all. That's why I want to be better than y'all in the sport. I'm not trying to, I'm better than y'all in life. I'm one-upping you here, there. I'm better than you. I got more money than you. Nah, he always been on some boxing shit. Look, let's prove it then. Let's get in the ring. Let's fight. And that's just what it is. I love the mentality, win, lose, or draw. That's why I can rock with him. He like, yo, you don't like what I'm saying? You don't like how I talk? Just come beat me. Come shut me up. That's real. That's how I move through life. If you don't like something I'm saying, because I'm not going to stop talking, you're going to shut me up. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why I can relate to the train of thought, because that's how I think. It'll shut me up because I ain't going to shut up just because you said it or you mad and you want me to. Nah, you're going to have to shut me up. But for him, it's a good thing that they box. So if you really want to do something about it, go in there and beat him. You can get a ton. Watch the person that you able to put an L on his record. Watch the respect that you get for it. That's going, it's crazy. I'm going to say that for another live. I ain't even going to do it. I'm going to say that. Maybe tomorrow.
Feel like you're in your prime right
early
now?
tomorrow.
Yeah. I think this version of me in January, bro, I think it's going to be a different version. I think it's going to be scary.
But you know, prime to me is like, it's how you package all the things to make the most complete one, right? So it's your physical attributes, it's your mental, it's your emotional. It's like all of those things kind of combined to be like, what's the best version of you? Like,
prime to me is like when you on top of your game. Like when you at the highest ceiling of your game and where it's going to be at. To me, that's what.
But do you think it's now as opposed to like, let's say when you was at 26. You know, people say, "Oh, well, he was getting more stoppages back then," or like, you know what I mean? Or even I seen when you and Tio was doing that, Tio said,
"That's not
I
true.
feel like Shakur was better than the amateurs or whatever." Like,
I know why you say that though. I get why you say that.
Wow.
I feel as though when I was an amateur, bro, I probably was one of the best amateurs that ever been seen. Like, if you came in them nationals and them places and you seen me, bro.
Oh, I was there. I seen it.
It's like insane to watch. So I get what he was saying, but he don't understand what's about to happen.
Right.
He don't understand that same person that I've been for years and years, you up the level with me, I'm going up the level too.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. So sometimes I may not perform at my best if you like
a lower version.
You feel me? Yeah. So I think that's just who I am, bro. And like that's something that I've been working on. Even in the gym, if I'm sparring a guy that's like, it's like, or whatever.
Right.
But if I'm sparring a guy that's the guy, it's like shit.
But
you feel me? Now it's like, okay, let me step up.
Yeah.
So it's like that's probably been the reason why somebody like him can think that way. But like, just know when he see me, it's up.
And you know what? Real quick, yo, I think he getting Tio at a really good time. And what I mean by good time, not like it's some type of disadvantage on the side of Tio for the fight that he's just coming out of, right? We know Tio, if need to, he could up his punch output. And I was hearing some people saying that might be something that he tried to do, up the pace on Shakur. But it's funny because he just got out of a fight with a guy that throw more punches than everybody in boxing actively, right? I don't think nobody, matter of fact, they already had the stat up. Nobody throw more punches per round than Williams and Payton. So although there might have been a fight or two where Tio got his punch count up pretty high, it's just not something that he's normally accustomed to doing. And I doubt with Shakur being as good as he is defensively and in terms of controlling distance and range, he just don't allow you to get off as many punches with a typical fight when he's fighting the way he typically fights, right? Boxing, moving, being sharp, making you earn it. So it's going to be interesting to see what both of their approaches, like, right? You're going to want to play the pocket with Tio, who's very athletic and, you know, got some explosive, you know, tendencies, right? Capabilities, right? So let's see what their approach is, man, because I already know he's going to be locked in. I see who he's working with, so, you know what that's hitting for. Notice how the racism disappeared from Tio. Hey, man, okay, he on his best behavior. Ain't he, Rosa? Best behavior.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think there's an interesting thing, right? Like how people grow from amateurs and then the pro level and then like what kind of levels you on. Obviously, Devin Haney just had a fight last week, whatever the past week. You showed a lot of love on Twitter, man. You were showing love, you know what I'm saying, to Devin. That was kind of his comeback moment. Anytime I feel like one of y'all fight, it sort of becomes this like, yo, are we ever going to see it? Are we ever going to see it?
I don't know. I'm down. I'm down, bro. I'm down. They want to make it happen, and everybody wants to see the fight. I'm down for the fight to happen.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, where it's like they're like, "Oh, you attacking Conor Ben, but you're not saying Devin."
Yeah, they say that.
Here's the thing, where it's like Conor Ben. If I go to UK, we gonna fight in front of 50,000 people.
Real quick, A Blunt. I don't know. I might be tripping. Didn't we have a small, short conversation briefly about this?
I believe so.
Was it you when I said, yo, and this is why he need to know that it's people that pay attention. That's why I always look for understanding instead of criticism. I'm able to see the play. They like, you are Conor Ben, fight Devin Haney. Why you? And I say this all the time. We ask the question why, and we don't really look for the answer or wait or try to find the answer. I said it. Conor Ben is coming off what fight? The win at that. And even before that, it was what? The Eubank fights that he was having, right? He's big over there. We just hear Sam Noakes say, yo, they hold Shakur Stevenson on a pedestal over here where I'm at. This is out his own mouth. He's from the UK. This is what he's saying. And you think that mixed with the fact that Conor Ben and Chris Eubank just did what? Fought in front of how many people? And what does he think? And this dude, you picked up boxing late. man, you cook. He said it to his face. How when you start boxing, oh, you cook. And you think about fighting in front of all them people, different demographics, to grow your profile and your fan base. That would be a great win on his resume if he ever fought Conor Benn, because it would have to take place more than likely at 147 pounds, where most of us don't even see him campaigning or competing at. That would be crazy. Right. In front of all them people, that's what he thinking. They're like, oh, no, you fight him. Why not Devin Haney, man? And I get that, because I'm like, yo, you could fight one at the weight class. You could fight them all. But in due time, man. Y'all got loud and bold, man. Haino's clan. I get it because y'all 2 weight classes up right now. And it's like, yeah, what's up now? Like, I know y'all think people there. So y'all like, yo, what's up now, Core? Shout out to Yaves, man. He sent that hot cocoa. Appreciate the gift, man. Appreciate you, my guy. So, yeah, man, I just can't wait to see this shit unfold. But I said the same shit to him. You know what I mean? Or about him. Like, that's why he doing. I be knowing. Like, the shit he say. And this ain't the only time. I done played a few different interviews from him and Cigar talk, because they got a few of them. But he say a lot of shit that I already say on my channel. Don't even realize it, bro. Because I really pay attention. I see shit for what it is. Like, if you don't like him and you say Conor Benn, you gonna downplay it and be like, well, why not this one or that one? Shut up and just let him do what he doing. He look like he belong at 47? Hell no. Ain't those clan still lurking. Shout out to Frequent. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with but I know he got a little bit more bold because they got the weight up. But Pop already let that be known what was up with that. You know what I'm saying?
Talking that shit.
Which I already knew this years ago though. This shit is crazy. I knew that. Yeah. Well, that video I knew years ago.
That's a flat. I was dead for that fight that just happened. The news.
If I fight Devin, we're gonna say at T-Mobile MGM, maybe 12. 15 or 20 maybe. Let's just.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Real quick, I got to. I'm not gonna lie, yo. The fact that you started the comment all was saying the real ninja in you, like, bro. Then you can't. How real are you? I gotta ask. No disrespect. How real are you? You're saying a guy that's at lightweight is ducking a dude that's at welterweight.
Make it make sense. Y'all gotta make that make sense, bro.
Agent 17, what's good with it, bro? Damn, that's deep, bro. And look, I'm a real one real quick, and we're gonna try to play this through. Man, I'm stopping a few more times, but we're gonna play it through. It's almost halfway through. So I'll just say this, man. Neither one of those dudes was ducking each other. I think they grew up with each other, obviously was cool. I think it was some type of understanding that they wouldn't be in the same weight class. I think there was conversation about that. Now, it was never I won't fight you, but it was this talks about them potentially fighting at a higher weights or down the line. This is why I always said, when that 25% shit came about, it went the way it went because I don't think they anticipated being in the same weight class, right? Devin overstayed his welcome at 35, which kind of had them bump heads at the same division. Had he went a little sooner, Core gets there and boom, that's never the conversation, right? But once they got there, you know what I'm saying? There you go. It's like, you know what I mean? Now you say ain't gonna be no other champion. I'm here now, so I'm willing to fight you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you looking to new money, man. Again, bro. Like I don't know who you listen to, but tell them people to stop teaching you that boxing is about ducking. You can't duck somebody that you're not even in the same weight class with. You get what I'm saying? Go ask Devin Haney if Shakur ducking and see what he said. As a matter of fact, Devin Haney in a more recent interview, they asked him what big fights is out there. Guess what the first name he said? Take a wild guess. What's the first name he said? Shakur. Matter of fact, since it's already out there now, it was some talk. It was a little discrepancy about the Brian Norman and Devin Haney fight. Because you know who they was thinking about trying to make a fight with? Shakur. That's all public knowledge now. I've been told y'all before they came out and said it, but now it's out there. You heard Haney mention it. That was real. So why would they look to make a fight with a guy that's ducking? And based on bills with the leaked tape, if he got off any against Cora, it was considered a good day. Don't ever ignore that. Don't ever forget that he legit held his hands up and talked about the skill gap. He said, "Is the gap always been like this? Still is. It got closer. but it's still a gap. This is what he said. So you telling me the guy that has the advantages, that's been having the ups based on what Pop said and all these sparring sessions through the years, that's the guy that's going to be ducking, the one that's having the advantages, right? Telling you, I'm going to say this and we're going to get back to it. The reason Shakur beats Devin Haney is what y'all not going to like to hear, the shit that y'all critique him for when he lost in the Olympics, that Olympic pedigree, shit that you can't teach, bro. I'm going to say this again. Fighting, do you know how many fights you got to win to win a gold medal? I mean, a silver medal, period. The medal in the Olympics. You know, you travel around the world fighting the best fighters in the world and you can't pick who you fighting. You get what I'm saying? That's much different than fighting in Mexico. And I'm not knocking it, but it's much different fighting in Mexico, knowing exactly who you fighting. When you got to pay your opponents and shit like that. And Bill and them did real good over there because they the reason that guys are able to make more money over there in Mexico, getting guys paid. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that don't get talked about enough. Rome was good with it, homie. So you ain't really, it ain't nothing to explain why he wants to fight Ben. No, man, my thing is y'all be trying to come here and have your own conversation. So you got to like support the channel because you're about to take me down that rabbit hole. You want me to answer you when he just fucking answered it. You not listening. Let me rewind it a little bit so you can listen to why he said it. He just told you how many people they fought in front of. Y'all keep entering Devin Haney. He not even up there yet. He didn't even get to 140. And we talking about how he ducking somebody at 47. The same guy that vacated his titles when they was in the same weight class. Make it make sense, bro. Shakur got a smart team, man. They not ever going to let him take no 25%, no low ball, no none of that. And he knew that. So when he wrote that letter to the WBC, he hightailed it up to 140. Why? He wasn't ducking Shakur, but he like, bro, he stick around. They make a decision, get his dude to split, and you mess around and be stuck at 135 in another fight where you don't need to be there. It'd have been stupid. That's why they're talking about the fight again now. Why do you think? 2 fucking weight classes away, and now they talking about it. Not at 40 when they made the pit stop there. Shakur's name was never brought up 2 weight classes away. Now they like, yeah, Shakur, what's up? Shut up. That shit look weak. That was the other way around, bro. They be calling Shakur sucker. I'm telling you, but they know he built for it. Shout out to Dad, man. He ain't never ducked Shakur. He just had no intentions on fighting him at 35 because he outgrew the weight class. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's timing. Maybe it'll align in the future, bro. I like him, man. I've said this. If you can fight Ben, you can fight Devin. You get what I'm saying? You can't be selective. Yeah. That's just me being real. But I'm pretty sure he's going to look at it the same way. But he told you why in this clip, why he's fighting Ben. You said something, Blunt?
No, I was just agreeing. I agree. Like, Conor Ben is a cherry pick, but I understand the reason why, the reason behind it. Listen, man, Shakur ain't scared of. He not ducking Devin Haney, bro. Like,
yeah, you can see what type of channel this is all you want, man. But you might be seeing the wrong shit. You just come in here trying to have your own weird conversation. You're not gonna be a guy that really support. You just gonna talk shit, right? When you don't hear what you want. You want me to answer for you what the man is answering for himself. He's thinking about his career. Y'all be putting dudes in fights that they not even in yet, bro. That dude you get what I'm saying? T.O. to worry about. Not Devin. We skipping steps. We can't make him out to be a duck before he even get to the damn weight class. Damn, he ducking how? When Devin is speaking his name, talking about, he said what big fights is out there. Mind you, calling Shakur a big fight, like why he's a fucking lightweight. Make it make sense. Telling you, they work their way there. And I respect the both of them. We gonna love to fight when they get there. I support that. But ain't no ducking. Ain't none of that. You know what I mean? No ducking, man. It's just business at the end of the day. But let's keep going, man. Let's play this.
Yeah, they say that.
Here's the thing where it's like, Conor Ben, if I go to UK, we gonna fight in front of.
Listen up, dude. New money.
50,000 people.
That's a flat. I was dead for that fight that just happened. The news.
If I fight Devin, we gonna say at T-Mobile, MGM, maybe 12.
Listen.
15 or 20 maybe. Let's just throw a big number out there. 20.
Yeah.
The difference in size of people that we fight in front of would be a business of like, okay, how much money is you getting for this fight? How much money is you getting for this fight? So
right.
It just boils down to the business of it, but I'll fight any of them guys.
Listen to that shit.
All right, what you think about this though? Because I would say you're not an OG yet to me. You're not an OG yet. You getting it. Nah, you ain't OG yet, nigga. You got to turn 30 first. When you 30, then it's like, all right, he getting OG, you know what I mean? OG.
That shit crazy to me, man. That shit crazy to me. Shit crazy. We ask, questions to shit and then don't even listen for the answer. And he really just explained it. And you know what they'll keep saying? Well, yeah, Conor Benn's easy, Because what the fuck would be easy about Conor Benn at 147 for Shakur? And you talking about one of the, not no fan of Shakur, you talking about a true supporter of Shakur. You really think that'll be easy? That's what Conor Benn, arguably, you could say been his best. Now, he ain't been there, I think, about 3 years. But you get what I'm saying? I don't see why that would be easy. A guy that's, 5'7", barely? You get what I'm saying? Getting in there with Conor Benn and him being I think that's where he is strongest at. I think that'd be an interesting challenge. Like, skillfully, we all know what's up, but Conor Benn a wild boy, man. That ain't nothing to play with. That he could make that fight interesting, man. I don't think Shakur just getting there and make it eat. That's a challenge, man. You have to adjust to welterweight we talking about. And you talking about a dude that fought as high as 160, fighting Chris Eubank and shit twice. So I don't know, man. Y'all, that's how I know the way people think. I don't know, maybe you think highly of Shakur, maybe you think nothing of Conor Benn, but ain't shit easy about no boxing match, bro. I don't care how easy they made it look. Ain't nothing easy about no boxing match.
That's a fact. People get caught up in how easy some of these guys make that shit look. That shit is high level shit at that level, bro. So, gotta see though.
Yeah, man. He could be drained, but that's his own choice. He choosing to go back down there. They talking about they made him what? The mandatory for the winner of Barrios and Ryan. So and he don't give a damn. He'll be all right. He might be, he could be drained, could not be. But let's keep going, bro. Let's keep going. Yeah, I got the answer to your question though.
But you got the young guns that's looking at you the way you used to look at them. Abdullah Mason, he looking at you like that bull. Do you see that when he said that? Because you said after his fight, he was like, yo, he's still a pup. Like, I forget exactly what you said, but he was like, give him some time, basically. Give him some time. But he kind of like in his interview, like, time for what? Like, who? I never said that. We don't need no time. But
I seen it. Yeah. I think he's young, bro. He's young, bro. Like, I think he's the truth. I think he's a hell of a fighter. With him being young, the media is gonna try to twist and turn, and they're gonna keep saying Shakur. Like, you pay attention to the interviews and everything that they saying, they're gonna keep saying Shakur. They're gonna do that because of that's what they want. They want to like throw him onto me, and I'm cool with it, bro. Like, I respect it, bro. I'll give him an opportunity. I'm not like that guy that's gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna fight him.
Yeah.
I've been said me and him could like rumble. Now, do I think he's ready? No. He's young, bro.
He's young, but he a killer though. Appetite, appetite he smokes city say that's a real thing.
He's a beast. Yeah. But it's levels. Like, it's levels to how good he's going to be.
Listen to what he's saying.
How good he is now.
So in the same,
that's what I hear when people tell me Abdullah Mason is rated over Shakur Stevenson right now, and this is even before the title shot. This is even a couple fights before that. I started hearing that shit. Get what I'm saying? And you hear this dude. That's what they're doing. They're rating him off what they think he's gonna be as a finished product, as opposed to what he is now. And you got people talking about Shakur at 21 couldn't beat Sam Noakes. What the fuck do y'all watch? Do y'all really watch boxing, or do y'all watch it with y'all feelings or y'all eyes? Seriously, what is it about Sam Noakes that would beat Shakur Stevenson? I'm so serious. Seriously, like, I'm talking about X's and O's, skill for skill. What would he have to really worry about? Let me guess. His power, right? Because he did say Sam Noakes can hit, right? He's strong. You really telling me skill for skill, you got Shakur Stevenson losing because, let me guess, Abdullah Mason got cut and roughed up and all types of shit, right? Shakur would make that fight look a lot easier. Do you know why? Because he would use the mental approach, not the physical approach that Abdullah Mason approaches fights with. Oh, I fought his fight. I felt like I fought his fight. That's the difference. Did you see Shakur first title fight? I know y'all trying to compare opponents, but look at the difference between their first title fight. We was watching that shit last night. as a matter of fact. He controlled distance, and he didn't even lose a fucking round. Sam Noakes
12-0.
beat Shakur at no point in his fucking career. No point in his career. I can't believe I'm seeing this now. Y'all don't even know how to compare or contrast and, you know, what y'all watching. That shit is not the same. And when he said his levels between him and Abdullah, listen, let me be very clear. Could Abdullah Mason get in there tomorrow and give Shakur a hell of a fight? You absolutely right he could, because he that serious. I think so. But we ain't talking about just giving him a good fight and competing with him and, you know, pushing him. We talking about beating him. You got Abdullah Mason beating Shakur in their next fights. We just see shit totally different. That Sam Noakes fight right there, the way they've moved him in his career is night and day. It's how Shakur got moved. They'll say, oh, well, he ain't fought nobody. Well, go look. He ain't fighting upside down records and smaller guys getting brought up. He ain't getting dropped multiple times in the same round. Like, think about it. The shit that they let Abdullah Mason slide on, like, and they praise him for, let Shakur Stevenson let a dude, it could be anybody. Let Johan Vasquez drop him and see if anybody be talking about anything. Can't say about him. Let him go in there and have a tough fight, a grueling 12 rounds with Sam Noakes, and watch what the media say. I watched this dude dominate Jeremiah Nakatila and get shitted on without losing a single round. I watched him dominate Artem, and because he didn't knock him out and he had some inconsistency on the front foot going to get him, they shitted on him. I watched this kid dominate people and get shitted on. They are not the same fighter. They're not at the same point right now. And it has nothing. Abdullah Mason got all the skill in the world, but where he would lose the fight, in my humble opinion, is the mental aspect. You can't get in there and blow everybody out. What happens if somebody don't allow you to fight how you want to fight? You really got to box, and you got to think for 12 rounds as opposed to just getting in there and mucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? Making it physical. That's the difference. He wouldn't have made that fight that difficult. And I know people would say, well, what about the Zepeda fight? We knew what that was. That was a one-off. You know that. You get what I'm saying? He would have not made that. He don't make fights more difficult. You don't fight people fights more times than not. One thing we know about Core is one fight where you can say he was fighting somebody else fight. And that's his last one. Other than that, he fight the way he fight. And you're going to have to adjust to him. Abdullah Mason was fighting the next man's fight, which is also impressive how he beat him. All his fighters still beat him. Same way Core did. I give him the same respect, but he took unnecessary punishment. So when Core say he don't think he ready, that's what he talking about. It's funny how if you think he ready for Core, then you got to be ready for tanking every other champion. He ready for one of the absolute. I'm tired of playing these games because people don't like them and they be in their feelings. Tired of people making it seem like getting in there with one of the best proven fighters in boxing is just them walking apart because these dudes got punching power. Just seeing that shit with Sam, he got punching power. He didn't knock him out. Think he gonna get in there and just have his way with Shakur? He gonna stand there and go blow for blow and just trade? That should be a totally different fight. He gonna have to get his thinking cap on for that fight. And I just don't know that he's had that kind of fight where Shakur would push him. The levels where he would push him, the areas where he would push him, it would be mental. Y'all stuck and hung up on the physical. Ah, man, he look good. He jump off at you and he's strong. He hit hard. He punch hard. That shit ain't enough. That shit ain't enough. Not at that level. You need all of that shit, man. Punch and power. Y'all focusing on the physical side and not the mental side. I'm telling you, and that's where the fighter get lost. A lot of these dudes gonna lose fights to Shakur when it's all said and done because they be talking. Look what perfect example on his worst night is De Los Santos went in there talking about he can't punch and this and that, and then went in there and did what? Get what I'm saying, man? This shit is crazy, man.
And then admitted to Shakur Stevenson that he ain't want to get caught with nothing. If the dude can't punch, why would you admit that you ain't want to get caught with nothing?
Right.
Come on, man. Like, and they get in there with him. I heard Tim Bradley say something, man. He was like, with these pure boxers, right? They always hit harder than you think. They're faster than you think. They're stronger than you think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It looks sweet from the outside, but when you get in that jungle with them, totally different ball game.
Mm-hmm. I agree, man. It just everything he say negative, but I'm just here to say, and I'm gonna keep playing it, man. 503. If you want to jump in, you could.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro. Let's just go ahead and keep it 1,000. And you from the same neck of the woods where Core is from, bro. Core is he is the unpopular kid on the block when it comes to his contemporaries, bro. That's just what it is. And it's starting to show more and more in this Turkey era of boxing, because since Core has been with doing business with Riyadh Season and Ring Magazine, what has he done? He attempted to fight Kid Austin. We all know how that turned out. He just fought Cepeda, and now he's fighting T.O. But is Core getting the same type of recognition and praise and love that Devin Haney gets for fighting Brian Norman and Ramirez, or all of the love and recognition that Tank got for fighting guys that we didn't want to see him fight?
Nope, he gets shitted
I'm saying so it's like you broke it down so perfect, bro. It makes all the sense in the world, and I'm just thinking to myself like my nigga, this dude is finna fight Teofimo. And I'm gonna say this, and this is my first time saying it, but I was thinking about it, bro.
Tank. I don't know how you could ever be second to him. Real quick, 503. How could you be second to somebody just because they make more money than you? He more accomplished than him. How is he second to Tank? Because the sensitive fans say so because he make more money? Because that's what somebody told me. He over him because he make more money. Shakur more accomplished, and he going to 140 to fight T.O. Something that they asked Tank to do, and he said he ain't doing. End of that, but keep going, keep cooking, bro.
But when you comparing all these guys, right? And like I say, I'm not trying to diminish nobody's accomplishments and what they did, but when you look at it, bro, Teofimo is more accomplished than any fighter currently on Devin Haney's or Tank's resume. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just keep it real and see the dudes that like to chill for Devin Haney all the time. My nigga, they was just trying to get Teofimo in the ring. This was before the Brian Norman shit even cracked off. They wanted to fight Teofimo. I don't know, for whatever reason Teofimo didn't want to fight them guys. I don't know why. But Shakur got that fight, bro. So why can't us as a collaborative of boxing fans, bro, why can't we all just get his man his just due, bro? And it's crazy. Like
They saying Teofimo a cherry pick. When have you ever heard that in your life, bro? The bar is set extremely unrealistically high when you Shakur. They really get on panels. They really super chat real money to say, yo, he cherry picking T.O. Why? What about Gary Antoine? Never mind the fact that Gary Antoine got a fight lined up. When people do that, you sound like a fucking casual. Asking somebody why you ain't fighting somebody that got a fight lined up, that had a fight lined up for X amount of time is crazy. Acting like he ain't fighting a more proven guy there at 140, the most one is ludicrous. But we all know why y'all doing it, man, because there's somebody fighting him, and we know how high that bar is set because we know what y'all expect from him.
Nah, bro, fuck that. These niggas is fans to fuck out. Just do these niggas. And see, this is why I listen to your channel a lot, bro. Because you one of them guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might have your certain guys that you like, bro. But at the same time, bro, you try to keep this shit unbiased as possible. It don't matter. It don't matter who the fuck it is, bro. A lot of these niggas is just fans to fuck out, bro. And I feel like Shakur is just a victim of being in the middle of these niggas between the Tank fans and the Devin Haney fans. You know what I'm saying? But like, and I know you're probably gonna continue playing the interview, bro. But it's like, even with this Abdullah Mason shit, I'm hearing people saying, Shakur hating on Abdullah Mason. Bro, why he hating on Abdullah Mason?
Right.
He just, bro, if you know boxing and y'all was just talking about it, bro, you just said it. Abdullah Mason made that fight harder than what it had to be.
Facts.
Like he said it. He said he fought his fight, bro. Abdullah Mason got hit way too much in that fight. His pops even said, I don't know what the fuck he went in there and did. He that wasn't the game plan. So Abdullah just went in there and did what he wanted to do.
He still won, but it
Right.
wasn't as clean as a Devin Haney performance or a Bam performance or Benavidez. It was a good fight, but when you looking at boxing and you looking at certain things, you saying, okay, well, damn, how was you in the inside? How was you in the outside? How was you in the mid range? How often did you get hit? Did you get hurt? Did your knees buckle? Like Abdullah, he went through every phase in that fight, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like some of that shit that he was going through, bro, he shouldn't have had to go through it.
Right.
He's like, we feel like he's too good to be
right
going tick for tack with a Sam Noakes. Let's just be real.
And that's what I'm saying. But people, because it's this love affair, their criticism is so soft. And it was exposed when he got dropped by Johan. Oh, man, he a dog now. He showed me he got up. Blah, blah, blah. But let a certain somebody get hit. His jab got timed, and he got knocked off balance. And that was people's whole fucking assessment the next day. After that, Williams and Payton got that shot, not caught off balance, bro. I listened to it. I made it my business to tune in to see how people would talk, and that's all they wanted to focus on. A point where he was vulnerable for a second, he got time, knocked off balance. I'm like, yo, you would have thought he didn't even go out there and win that fight the way he did. You would have thought that, but Abdullah, nah, he's a dog, man. He's showing you this. Sam Noakes, how about this, y'all? Let me say this, because y'all naming him the next phenom. Y'all putting them next to Boots and shit like that, right? Let's be honest. Truth be told, that fight shouldn't even been that difficult for him. Tell me I'm lying. It shouldn't have been. I don't give a fuck. Sam Noakes can't do shit with Abdullah. We seen it. He made that fight that difficult. But y'all ain't real enough to say that. Shakur the only one telling him the real. Get out of here. Was he a hater when he was the first one in the locker room after he get dropped? And he telling him, hey, man, this should take your game to the next level. Come on, man. He was the only one. He telling him the shit that he need to hear. Slow it down. That's what he need to do. But y'all rating Abdullah Mason over Shakur without even having to prove it. I don't care if you like him more. But to say that, this is even before the title shot. Yeah, he's over Shakur right now. That's ignorant. You sound crazy. That's
crazy
why he's at his level. So look, all this false narrative that he's trying to little brother him, that's bullshit. Stop doing that. Then you just hear him say, yo, I'll give him the opportunity. I ain't going to act like, you get what I'm saying? I'll fight him. He said it. The only one he will not fight is Keyshawn Davis. So I would love to see Abdullah fight, but I think it's going to be some politics that might stop it before anything else. But I have a tough time accepting that.
Man, top bro, you've been around this sport way too long, bro. You know, Top Rank is not about to put Abdullah Mason in no fucking ring with no Shakur. It's not finna. Jay Prince ain't finna.
Boxing, my guy. It was good, Bernie.
Yeah, bro. Jay Prince ain't finna do that. Right now, bro, niggas just don't like Shakur for whatever reason. I don't know if they feel like he a threat or they just don't like him for whatever. I don't know, bro. But it's crazy to me. And I'm gonna say this, bro. Look at William Cepeda. Look at Teofimo Lopez. Look at Jose Ramirez. Look at Brian Norman Jr. Who has the better body of work right here, right now? Right here, right now, bro. It's fucking Shakur Stevenson.
Right.
It's not even close, bro.
Right. They just moved them dudes different. It's like they don't get it, bro. Like I've been paying close attention, and they moved him the right way. They continue to move him the right way. And they building them the right way. It's the fans that's trying to force it. I think that's what Core coming from. Like, it's hating because he's saying, nah, he ain't ready yet. Bro, when you're going out there and fighting other people's fights, you still developing, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't as optional as people made it seem. Like, all right, put it this way. It was a conscious effort for Shakur to do that. We know why. And then over there, he telling you, look, I fought his fight. Like, I felt like he didn't like it. Cuts and shit, headbutts. Man, and then he said it. When he kept his distance and his space, that's when he was getting his shots all better. Exactly. You're so much more talented than him naturally that you could have made the fight easier and still beat his ass the same way. When he get to that point, that dude is going to be scary good. but he ain't there yet, and people
He
make
not there yet, bro.
He's
He not
already
there
there
yet.
right now. Nah, finished product. He ready for everybody except for Tank. Y'all sound like super fans. If he ready for one, he ready for all. He got a
Fan
belt
the
now.
fuck out, bro.
Keep growing. But if I ever get a chance to support a Shakur and Abdullah fight, that's what I'm gonna do. I love the dude talent, man. But y'all make everything, y'all these fake narratives. He not trying to little brother him. Y'all be, hey, bro, the shit that I've been hearing lately is wild. Like, I heard somebody get on a panel and say, yo, he stopped answering Shakur phone calls because he was trying to little bro him. I'm like, yo, man, where do y'all get y'all information from, bro? Let me say this and then I'm gonna pass the buck. Only guy he won't fight is Keyshawn Davis. Anything else is just narrative driven, bro. But I told y'all, if you paying attention, they dealing with the same people. And to me, if you in business with the same people, unless there's a price tag up there that y'all can't refuse, I don't see the fight happening, right? I don't. And let the record reflect that one guy was there much longer, way before another guy. So if you want to be mad at why the fight won't happen from a politics standpoint, you can't be mad at Shakur. I know it's popular, but he was already there. Get what I'm saying? Y'all got to pay attention, man. We, you hear no Bob Arum sitting up here talking about, yeah, let's make this fight next. You know, they ain't even thinking that. You're going to go somewhere, you probably get a voluntary title defense, but y'all trying to throw him in the ring with Shakur right now. But hey, look, I want to see it too. I promise you I do, as soon as possible. Y'all hit the like button, man. Yeah, they be fanned out. They just say anything, man. My thing
fan the fuck out.
Everybody else, I support them all. No matter who I'm picking to win, they all got my support. Abdullah is dangerous. The holes in his game is from a defensive standpoint. We all could see that. You don't want to having wars in his first fight. You don't need that early in your career. You're 21. Fights start taking years off. You get what I'm saying? If you can make something easier, do it. Shakur is the less you get hit, the longer you last kind of mentality. Why would you think he giving this kind of advice? You don't want no wars early on. Yeah, I know it's gritty and we love it, but did we just see Chris Eubank? How many people love the first one? Don't lie, because we love action. We love blood, right? Him and Conor been with the war in that first fight. Literally, did you see Chris Eubank laid up in a hospital bed with his father having to spend the night with him? Get what I'm saying? Dude, damn near on the damn deathbed. To give y'all that ain't shit cool about taking punishment. Did you see the video I played for y'all that was in here early with Fraser Clark? Letting him go out for that last round. That dude was damn near out of it. Ain't shit cool about being like that.
Hell nah, bro.
Saying? Shit wild, man. Shit is wild. Shout out to Will. I like it because he thinking about his career. I think the reason he gave for it is something I could see. Like it's this, he fought in front of a lot of people, him and Chris Eubank. They did that shit twice too. That's a lot of people. And you could tell he put thought into it because he like, as opposed to fight maybe in the T-Mobile with X amount of people. How many people they just fought in front of? Dude trying to grow his profile. Why would you go after a Tiafimo in another weight class? Because those are the kind of names you need to stamp yourself. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on, just do not just that, bro. Not just that, bro. If you really listen to, and I know you listen to the interview, but if you really listen to what Shakur is saying, bro, basically what he's saying is he wants to make the business make sense for the Devin Haney fight, bro.
Right.
That's all he's saying.
Right.
He's saying I can get more people in the stadium versus Eubanks. Let's try to get the same shit with Devin Haney and Shakur. That's basically all he's saying, bro. And it's crazy to me because a lot of Devin Haney fans, bro, they'll make it seem like he's ducking.
Yeah,
Devin Haney, or he don't right, or he don't want no smoke with Devin Haney. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. All he's saying is let's make the business make sense and let's motherfucking capitalize on the fight because it's a big fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Tank not in the picture right now. So of course everybody's gonna say, well, shit. Okay, Shakur, you fighting that 140 against T.O. Once you get done with that, go fight Devin Haney.
It's funny, yo, because they did the same thing when they heard about T.O. He's cherry picking T.O. What about Gary Antoine? Gary Antoine got to fight. Shut up. What about Devin Haney? You could fight Conor, but he ain't even get there yet. It's like we never cool with nothing he do. Whatever he do, we raise the bar unrealistically high, and yeah, it's something else he's supposed to magically be doing. T.O. somehow is not worthy enough of a challenge. But then if your boyfriend was fighting him, you'll be big in the fight up. You can't make this shit up. That's why we push boxing over here, man. All that bullshit, man. We want to see all these dudes fight. I don't care about no fighter losing. I want to see the best guys fighting the best guys, man. But the narratives at some point, them shits got to stop. Y'all better pay attention, bro. They just found their tongue again. You just found their tongue again. I ain't saying they ducking the none, but they just got loud from 2 weight classes away. We ain't trying to hear that shit right now. We got T.O. and we got T.O. in January, and I look forward to seeing some of y'all in the building because we already there.
Hey, Just, you gonna finish the interview, Just?
Yeah, I'm gonna play some more. I'm gonna play a little bit more because we was right at the Abdullah Mason part real quick, and I know that's the part that had the people talking the most.
I gotta go right, but I just wanted to say something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a part in the interview where he said him and T.O. got on the phone, bro, and made the fight happen.
Right.
Ain't that crazy? When he was trying to get on the phone with old boy. You see what I'm saying? So
playing
the point is, if two guys want to fight, they're gonna make it happen, bro.
Yeah, I said
Simple as that.
I said that to somebody about them getting on the phone, and dude down there arguing with me like it was a stupid idea. But he was
hold on.
Saying the
Who is old boy
in the offer?
Who is old boy? Who is old boy you referring to? You talking about Devin?
Oh no, Tank.
Tank.
Oh, you talking about Tank? Okay. I was just making sure. Yeah. Okay.
Remember, he suggested getting on the phone with him, and that it was the fans that argued it. Why would he do that? And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, bro, what the hell, man? Like y'all, everything is like it got to go the way they want it to go in their mind, or it don't make sense. I feel like sometimes the biggest fights in the world need for people to have an open line of communication, man. I thought Earl and Bud would have started something off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why T.O. and Cole was willing to get on the phone, because I know he talked to Bud a lot. He know what's up. Sometimes you got to cut out all the bullshit and get right to it, man. You know what I mean? That's how I'm big on communication anyway, so I don't understand why you wouldn't want to talk to somebody that you about to fight, right? Why wouldn't you want to do business and get on the phone and hash out whatever differences y'all got on the phone if y'all about to fight together? I don't get it. That's never a bad idea to me. Yeah, it takes two, man. But yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this where he was talking about Abdullah. Let's keep going. Y'all hit that like button.
Like it's levels to how good he's going to be and how good he is now.
So in the Sam Noakes fight, you wasn't impressed by it?
I actually didn't like it.
What? How? The nigga beating the shit out of it. I mean, he took some shots too, but he came through.
I'm being as young as he is, bro. To be in that type of war, I just think that it wasn't that good. Like I didn't see a lot of things that I like. I liked his offense. I think his offensively, bro, he's a hell of a fighter. I think he got a lot of holes in his game though.
Just defensively, basically.
Hey man, he's a good fighter though, bro. He's a special fighter. I think,
bro. Now you
since he was 16, 17 years old.
You told me that a bunch of
times. He the truth, bro. Yeah. He the truth. I can't take nothing away from him.
For sure. I'm also interested in you, like, as a man, right? Like, first of all, your daughter's a viral machine, bro. What the hell? How she's viral every time, bro. I looked at y'all TikTok. She got the TikTok page. I looked at it one time, and now it comes on my joint a lot. How has she changed you as, like, a person or a man? Just you being a father and, like, having to care for your daughter. How has that impacted you?
Bro, it changed everything, bro. Like, it changed the way that I think.
Y'all do know PBC fighters been fighting on turkey cards, bro. Y'all got us, man. I'm telling you, man. Y'all, man, yo, he's actively doing that. Ain't nobody never said nothing. Nobody never talked about
the way
that.
that I move on a day-to-day basis, bro. It be times, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna say that at times where I'm gonna like crash out,
I had like crash out moments, but in those moments, it's like I'm always reminded of like, imagine not being there for my daughter.
Right.
Like imagine not being able to provide and shit just to watch her grow. Like
Right.
that's a blessing. So it's like I
Appreciate
always
you,
want to
Blunt.
be here for her. So now I'm kind of moving smartly to know like, okay, whatever we do, we doing it for that reason.
Right.
So yeah.
Does she?
So yeah, man. Look, man. That's where I really wanted to get it to the Abdullah Mason, because that's the stuff that got people staring. He keep trying to little bro him. He won't fight him. And his energy changed, bro. I could tell who people listen to just by their talking points, man. Y'all are moved by the slightest of things. None of that shit means anything. Until I hear that man come out of his mouth and say I won't fight him, I don't even know what narrative that why even create that narrative that he don't want to fight him. If I'm weird like y'all, I'll say, well, he signed to J Prince knowing that was gonna be an issue. See what I'm saying? When I'm pretty sure it probably wasn't something on his mind. That should have happened when it happened, when it makes sense to, man. But I swear, I hope they make the fight. I would love to see it. I would love to see the fight. But like he said, man, if he ready, would he beat him right now? In my opinion, no. And I don't feel bad about saying it. He had to show me that shit. Talking about Shakur wouldn't beat Sam Noakes at 21. I'm like, what the hell? Like, how we even get there? Like, this is what we doing? That's how you can tell he had a more competitive fight than what people anticipated, because that's the first thing they did. Well, this other guy, his first title fight, they ain't fight a Sam Noakes. Like, all right, who is Sam Noakes? And then the very same person saying that can't name 2 fights that he had. Shit is crazy, man. I know y'all love Abdullah Mason, but he's much better than Sam Noakes, in my opinion. His ceiling is much higher. Much higher. And he could have made the fight a lot easier, but because people are super fans, they don't want to acknowledge and admit that he could have made the fight easier for himself. Because he is that kind of talent. He is. He could have beat that dude up. I think he could have avoided getting them cuts that he had and just whooped his ass and got up out of there. Knockout or not, that's the only thing I don't think Sam Noakes was going as far as being knocked out, but he's strong as shit. You know what I mean? But I think Abdullah could have beat him up without taking the punishment, bro. So he young. Yeah, he to a certain degree, y'all forcing it, because y'all was saying he was ready for all the champions before he even fought for a title. Y'all ain't even see him prove nothing yet. And you just say, well, you were saying he was ready for one of the champions. That's what y'all was doing. Shout out to my dog, man. Jordan said for the build. Much love. Let's keep going, man. What's good behind the hands? Motown.
Man, I just pulled up just because I knew people on the panel. That's all. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know Just Do. I know Ann McQueen. I know 503 Line. I just wanted to pull up and be like, yo, what's up?
All good. Just
who that's behind the hands TV was good, my boy.
Pissing off the community.
Yeah.
Core pissing off the community again, one interview at a time.
Nah, man. Don't get me wrong, man. I think a lot of people, they want to see it the way they want to see it. For me, they damn near like coworkers. You know what I'm saying? In the same place. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can at least say that by saying that they managed by the same entity. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, in most instances, that entity won't compromise or make it a conflict of interest by putting their best interests in a situation. And I'm not saying either guys will be scared or intimidated. No, I ain't going there at all. I think it's a dope fight if it were to happen. Yep. But realistically, you don't need both your horses competing at this point. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I see. I mean, unless they're gonna pay gobs of money to see it, where it pays itself off. Okay, cool, but I don't think it will be anything like that at this point. You know what I'm saying? But going forward, I don't think either guy is avoiding either guy. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think they're just doing what they got to do right now. That's all.
Right, and just working, man.
I've watched Shakur spar too many people that weigh over 150 pounds for me to think that he's avoiding anybody. I've just seen too much of it. I've seen too much of it. I mean, maybe I've seen too much, and my opinion is skewed. But man, that dude ain't avoid nobody, bro. You know, I just don't believe that ever.
Should be ridiculous, bro. It's funny that people convince themselves that guys be scared, man. Scared to fight, scared to make money, all types of shit. Like I've heard it all, man. It's crazy. He's scared of Abdullah. He don't want to fight Abdullah for the money. Shit, Jake was scared to make money. He was scared to make money with a smaller guy, but he's gonna fight the bigger guy. And not be scared of him. This shit don't even make sense no more. The stuff they say, man.
I don't see enough people pressing T.O. I'll say that. You know, if he's such a walk in the park, I think way more people will press him, but it doesn't really happen like that. We know the usual one or two guys that's interested. That'd be like Gary, or and maybe Subarel or something. I don't know, but you don't hear guys coming up from in weight looking for T.O. That just don't be happening.
Right. Yeah, Howard, man, that's what it is, man. Ultimately, you'll see how he's moved that if they're trying to move him anywhere near a Shakur, but it's just premature. It's early for that. And I get it in the minds of people. They're like, well, you got a title now, but let's see if his people feel that way.
Yeah, but what happens if you wait and you allow this thing
because
to
they don't really
marinate?
like it, Cal. Gossiping allows people to actively duck the boxing conversation. I swear. That's what I've realized it. That's what it do. When you talk the gossipy shit and you able to keep people from it's crazy, bro. I see it on a regular basis, bro. That's why I try my best not to go that route. But they don't really like the boxing as much. You know what I'm saying? So they'll focus on a tweet or a statement made where somebody giving their opinion and they'll overblow it and make it seem like it's something crazy. Like I said, what we was just talking about, him giving his opinion on the fight. But they give their opinion on his fights all the time. But they ain't haters, but he is. He the first one in there telling them how to avoid getting put down by a guy that's not even on your damn level. They'll be like, he's a hater. Nah, man, he get a young in the game. Gave him the game.
I was asking the question, what happens if you allow it to marinate when he's quote unquote ready? You never know when somebody is or isn't going to be ready.
Yeah, I mean,
shit, one of those things where you got to just be open to all possibilities, even a possibility that Sam Noakes, he just executed on the night and he made it more difficult for Abdullah Mason. It wasn't just all on one end.
Yeah, I mean, you want to give him credit because he fought it. He was durable as hell, and he fought.
Not even just durability, just doing small things like with his position.
He fought a good
fight. He had Abdullah Mason the first couple rounds. He had him moving clockwise damn near the whole fight. And generally, that's not what you want to do as a southpaw because you're going towards the power hand. But Sam Noakes' positioning was good. But these are not the things that we're going to talk about. We're going to just say, who the hell was Sam Noakes? It wasn't supposed to look like that. And then on Abdullah's end, here's the other part of it. Talent and application are two different things. You can't apply what you don't know. So maybe it's one of those things where he got to go back, watch his fights, because I don't think his defense is necessarily the issue. It's how heavy he is on the front foot, the depth. He steps so far inside, even when he's shooting a jab, that he got to pull straight back out, especially if the guy has superior positioning. So those are just little things that you got to.
It's his approach. Like for me, credit the Sam Noakes, but
do that. You got to get that done in the gym.
That part. It's the approach and execution, bro. He made Sam Noakes look way better than what I believe Sam Noakes was.
Nah, if you watch Sam Noakes consistent with that.
No, but it was the execution though. And that's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying is if you went back and watched, like just pointed out, most people couldn't tell you who the hell Sam Noakes fought. Right. Me, I went back and I looked at who he fought. I looked at his style. I looked at the southpaws that he fought. He fought Ryan Walsh, who was like a switch hitter. And I'm just looking at like little things, how he's positioning himself and what he lacks in overt talent or dynamism. He makes up for it with other little things. Like he's really good about throwing little throwaway left hooks. He gonna corral you, hold you in place. When the ref come, he gonna break himself and hit you on the exit. He does little sneaky stuff like that to make up.
Listen, man. I know Sam Noakes is a durable fighter, but in my estimation of Abdullah in that fight, I've seen Abdullah deal with durable and gritty guys. I just think that in that fight, bro, Abdullah wanted to execute what he wanted to execute. He didn't want to stick to the game plan, bro, which was to box and use distance.
Noakes was more than just durable. He was
looking at them two dudes.
Craftsmanship.
Sam Noakes could fight and all that, but what I chalk it up to is that's on Abdullah. Like, and I'm comfortable saying it because he admitted to fighting the next man's fight instead of fighting your fight. And we all know champions fight their fight, not the next man fight, right? So I know he could have made that fight cleaner and not as tough on himself, right? He, like you said, he won a fight so much. He said it. I like the fight. That's a problem, but it's not right now, right? Because it ain't to his detriment. But that's the only knock. I really do believe with the talent that he possessed, even with how solid Sam Noakes is, think he could have made that fight easier on himself. I really do. With his approach.
If you and I are driving, right? If you and I are driving and my car is faster than yours, but let's say we're driving manual and you're better at shifting, who's going to win that race? Sometimes it just comes down to that. Like, you just don't. Sometimes you got to just learn how to work with what it is that you have.
Shifting is a skill. Shifting is a skill. So if you're the better shifter, of course, you're going to win because you got the better skill.
But this is what I'm saying. We look at the talent as an outward thing and not the application. And what I'm saying is, if you go back and watch Sam Noakes' fights, he is very consistent in what he does, like extremely consistent. What he was doing with Abdullah Mason, he did with other people too. And he was in there with guys that were like super veterans. Like Yvonne Mendy had over 50 fights when Sam Noakes fought him. Abdullah don't got that type of experience. And then Stevenson, his pedigree is like through the roof. So we looking at this guy
is on point. Abdullah Mason is phenom. We ranking him over Shakur and shit. Nah, you don't go in there and get cut and make the fight tough against Sam Noakes. You're supposed to put belts to his ass. I'm holding him to the standard that they keep putting him on. This damn pedestal, rating him over people that's far more proven. Then he get in there and have a gritty fight with a guy that I'm telling you, skill for skill, I get it. But I still think he's better than Sam Noakes. And I think he could have made the fight easier on himself.
More talented for sure.
He was getting screamed on by his dad a little bit for not listening. You get what I'm saying? Wanting to just get in there and fight. Slow down, young man. That's my biggest critique for him in any fight. Slow down. And if he would have just slowed down just a bit, I think he could have took less punishment. I do. But you want to get there and you want to fight. So when you in the fire, you're gonna get burnt. That's why I ain't being overly critical of him. I don't think his defense trash or nothing, but it's what you said, being on the front foot, and it's the attitude, his approach. I want to get in here and fight. It's my first title fight. I want to make a statement. I believe all that shit was on his mind. And he fought like, I'm coming to prove something. And, I think with that, he, made the fight a little tougher than it needed to be. And credit to Sam Noakes, but, man, nah, that's this dude freakishly long-ass arms. He could have made that shit easy. And he even talked about it when he stayed at distance and kept his range. His combinations flowed more, more smooth. So he kind of, in ways, he made it tough. But it was some of Sam Noakes. I ain't taking the credit from Sam.
That's where the mental aspect comes into play. Like Sean Porter was saying about Shakur Stevenson. How do we know that just because this kid is a freak athlete, that he's got the mental acuity to stay that locked in? Or how do we know what the hell he's training in the gym? Because you're going to fight how you perform. You're not going to get under the lights and all of a sudden now you're going to be more keen on your position and be more deliberate and all of those things. That's not going to happen. That's something that's got to be worked on meticulously, day in, day out. You got to work on that stuff.
Dang.
And just because you hella talented, it does not mean that just automatically you've got the innate ability to just apply these things.
Yeah, but that's for me. That's always been the one thing too, though, or the other thing. You know what I mean? Mental. It's just his mental. He's young, and I think that's what it boils down to too. So I think it's his approach. His approach is the level of experience at the time of. It's a combination of things, but overall, he still showed that he could have made that fight easier for himself.
I'm
not. I refuse to see it any other way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I like what Ant's saying. You know what I'm saying? He very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Using all these fancy words and shit. But for me, bro, I'm gonna keep it simple, bro. It's to me, boxing is it all comes down to game plan and execution, man. In camp, you game planning, you working on different things. Whether you're gonna stay on the outside, you're gonna fight on the inside, you're gonna box, you're gonna try to set up your money punches. And then when you get in a fight, bro, it's all about how you execute said game plan. And I think Abdullah Mason, they had a game plan to box and use their distance and range, and he executed his own game plan. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no knock or credit to Sam Noakes. I think, like Ann was saying, I think Sam Noakes was just the same Sam Noakes that we've always accustomed to seeing. He's tough, he's durable, he's gonna come in, he's gonna do little grimy shit, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna fight good on the inside, and he gonna get his shit off. And he did that to a T. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, I really want to see Abdullah fight him again. Because I think the fight was that good.
Yeah, it was damn good, right?
You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, I would love to see Abdullah fight that boy again. But because at 135, it's not gonna get easier for him, bro. At 140, it's for damn sure not gonna get easier for Abdullah. And I really think that's the real question at hand. You see what I'm saying? Because okay, let's look at the landscape right here, right now. We talking about Core and Tio and all these guys, but it's another fight, and I'm not for sure if you talked about it in recent time, but you got Andy Cruz and Raymond Mortalia. That's another fight that Shakur Abdullah possibly could get. You got the return of Keyshawn Davis, like Mo and you was just speaking upon. So you still got Kid Austin lurking in the shadows.
Right.
So it's a lot of shit right now for Abdullah, bro. So he's gonna have to adapt, bro. He's gonna have to learn how to adapt in those high pressure cooker moments, and he's gonna have to learn to make adjustments better. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the greats do. And he might have to learn fight by fight, round by round, minute by minute, second by second. But he's gonna have to learn to adapt and adjust, bro. And if he don't do that and pick up on that real quick, he possibly can lose. Because I think the Andy Cruz fight for him will be tough. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because I just think that Cuban style of boxing, I don't think Abdullah has seen nothing like that in the pros yet.
Right. Bro, y'all see how petty Bud is, yo? Real quick, shout out to my guy, the Butcher, man. He said, when you going to come on the Boxing Voice, spit some boxing dollars? I will counter punch you and call in. Next, the Boxing Voice host you, right? Shout out to the Butcher, man.
Hey, that would be dope, bro, if you did that. No lie.
Shout out to you.
Code Slap Yourself is hilarious for the 20%.
Yo, I was wondering, did y'all see how I slipped it up there, man? He said, I am the belt. 20% off for one day. Code Slap Yourself. Bud petty as hell, bro.
Hey, on some bullshit, man.
Oh shit, that's Bud. That's Bud new merch he came out with for the
Yeah. Say he was the most Google athlete on Google, most searched athlete on Google in 2025. More shit to be mad at, bro. They do not like Bud. Gonna do too much criticism for that performance. Nah, I don't have no bad criticism. My only thing is I think he could have made the fight a bit easier. And that's just my opinion based on what I see with him and what he said in the post fight, fighting the next guy's fight. Because I feel like if you would have fought your fight and been a bit more, well, shit, he did fight his fight, so I don't want to say that, but I think he had approached the fight with more patience. And again, that's something I guess that he's gonna have to continue to work on, because I think it was his impatience or his willingness to get in the fire that got him dropped against Vasquez more so than it being his bad defense or bad chin. I just think he was out there, just getting to it and kind of, fell asleep in there for a second, got clipped. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Said Tanking Maniacs are slowly jinxing Abdullah Mason.
Ah, man.
I'm telling with the wild shit.
And we never got a box again. Well,
right.
Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdueboxing.
I think Abdullah refine his approach. You don't necessarily got to dial back the aggressiveness. It's just doing little things, man. Being more cognizant of the position, doing little stuff like slipping your head off the line.
I get it, but again,
but that stuff got to come in the gym, though. It's not going to just show up right now.
Shakur telling him in the back room after getting dropped about being patient, and that's what I think he needs to develop. I think that's the biggest part that's missing from his game is being a more patient guy. Again, some of that it just come with the success he been having. A lot of those shots that he hit Sam Noakes with, guys usually get up out of there. So
everybody ain't gonna fall, bro.
It's gonna come with experience. I think it's gonna come with time and experience.
Man,
and he got the right people around him, so he definitely gonna get there.
And that's what it comes down to. Everybody ain't going. You got some guys that'll walk through your best shot and press your ass out.
Right.
They'll fight.
Right.
And you gotta fight. We done seen
the level
up in there with damn Chop,
bruh.
Almost got sent to meet him in the middle rounds. Bows leaking versus damn Emmanuel Augustus. Are we serious? Like these things happen.
Z was good.
The level up, bro. The level up from Sam Noakes, bro. A lot of them shots that he hit niggas with they ain't gonna fall, bro. If he keep leveling up, let's just say if he fight a Kid Austin or motherfucking Andy Cruz or fucking, you know what I'm saying? One of them guys, Lomachenko, bro.
Right.
Them shits he hitting niggas with, bro. Everybody's not gonna fall, and you're gonna have to be more strategic with your offense and how you working your shots. Especially when you're talking about, I ain't gonna be at the weight, that much more longer. Now you're going up in weight and you fight bigger guys, you know. So that's something that you got to think about too.
Right, that's true.
And sometimes we got to just be open to the idea of guys not being,
from
an application standpoint, where their talent would suggest. Like some of these dudes are like uber athletic, but
Mason versus Paul, though.
I'd like to see that. Justin Paul, though, he was damn good in his last fight.
Now that's gonna be a banger. That's gonna be a banger, boy. I like that fight, L-Dub. That's a good one.
Hell yeah,
that's a good one.
Now you just facts, Cal. Like I hope people know what I was saying. Like I don't have a lot of bad things to say. I just feel like I think highly of the kid, man. I see a lot of he got a high ceiling, man, and it's just like I said, getting dropped. That wasn't a matter of just being a bad fighter, having bad defense or a chin. That's you just having that lapse because you get into it. You in there on offense and you forget about that. This shit coming back at you too. So I think that's just being young. And that's what I call the young boy energy. Because look, he jumped right the fuck up and went right back and did the same. That's the young boy energy. Got in there, Sam Noakes, getting his chest. He get hit with something, he get right back in there. It's just like he fighting. You get what I'm saying? He like fighting like I'm trying to prove some shit. Like, man, I'm greater than you. I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna fight you. But sometimes you can just box and take your time and break your guy down. I feel like you're that much talented than the guy in them areas where you could utilize it. You know what I'm saying? You fighting, you gave him a better chance to look good to me. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder. I wonder what his dad think about the performance. I didn't get a chance to watch none of the interviews to see if he spoke. They don't speak too much, but I would like to know. But I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. No, first 12 rounder, he got that shit done. You know what I'm saying? He finished the fight strong. He got cut. He ain't fold. He ain't back down. He had his man bleeding, digging to the body. He was working, and when his man didn't go away, he just kept pouring it on. Get what I'm saying? Had no quit in him, right? He did get buckled. He went through some motions. So I think that 12 rounds gonna make he probably learned more in that one fight in them 12 rounds than at any point in his career. That shit just gonna make him better. You know what I'm saying? I'll never trash Abdullah. I don't give a damn what the dummy's doing. But that's a hell of a fighter. Like Core said, he a beast, but he's just young. That's it. And it's not really a knock. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get all the experience in due time. He got the right team. They moving him right. He a champion. That shit is up for Abdullah Mason.
Yeah,
I don't think he beat no Shakur Stevenson, but
yeah, nigga just fought out pure heart, bro.
Right.
You lose.
Young boy wanted to get in there and beat the mask, man. I like him though, man. And you know, when you got a title, they gonna expect things, you know, the most from you. But I'm just interested to continue seeing them grow. And damn, real quick, L-Dub just threw that out there. And I said something like that. Mess around, get a title defense at home, and y'all trying to put them in unifications already, like it worked like that. That's more than likely not gonna happen. And it's not gonna be because anybody is scared. People just don't understand how to grow how these dudes be moving and growing these fighters.
Not only that, bro. Not only that.
Right? Now you start building to see if he can get the people to come out in Cleveland, right? That should make perfect sense. And you start
bro. Let them grow. Let them grow.
Right.
Let them grow.
Exactly,
let them grow,
bro.
Because, bro, if he fights Shakur and Shakur win or whatever the case may be, bro, Shakur's not going to get credit because they're going to say he's wet behind the ears. He's green, bro. No, let the man build. Let him build.
Yeah, they think when we say that, it's like, oh, we saying we don't want to see the fight and we just scared because we think he'll beat him. Nah, because what we really saying, let me speak for myself. I don't want to put no words in nobody's mouth. I know for a fact if he was to fight him in his very next fight and win, I guarantee you I know what people will say. I guarantee you. It's going to be the same shit that they said with Frank Martin. I was a little too soon. It was this and it was that. I know that. But I know with the experience, a couple more fights, and that shit was to ever happen. That's something that's less likely to be said, right? For me, when I say, like, let them build, I say it because I want them to be all the way ready. I want them to be the best version of themselves. So when they do fight, if it ever does happen, it's no excuses, right? I'm tired of that. Y'all don't get tired of these excuses? Get tired of hearing excuses when somebody lose, bro. I just want to see the best fighters fight the best available guys, and that's it. But I know full well what I see right now. I know what they'll do. I know what they'll say, should I say. I know what arguments they'll be making. Man, you got them early, man. You better get them now because, you know, a year from now, my ass, man. A year from now, I want to see it anytime they going to make it, but man, I ain't got no control. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, man. He said the Tank and Maniac's trying to adopt Mason so he can do the dirty work for Sub Octane. They never mentioned Tank fighting Mason. Tank and Maniacs are cold. I was saying that earlier. That's why I got it in my title. He ready for Shakur, but not Tank. And I don't make this shit up. This is
hey, bro, you a savage for that shit, bro.
I'm watching people rank him over Shakur, but conveniently not bring Tank up. Like he just on this. He got this special rating. Like it don't apply. Yeah, but dude, Mason, he better than Shakur right now. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's good to hear because that means he got some fans. That means he got some people that really rock with him, and that means it's a promising young talent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's good for boxing. You got another
these Tank fans, boy, they gonna put everybody else in the blender while Tank just, you know, sit on the sideline.
Yeah, and I'm only speaking to the super duper fans that do that.
That's what I said. The Tank super fans, bro.
The super duper. Right.
Yeah, bro.
Right. They be buck. Shout out to Big Dog. Appreciate the love. Yeah, we can all get along. That's how I be trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's how I like to do my platform for anybody that want to build on boxing. I'm not concerned with nobody's arguing. I'm not concerned with trying to prove to you that I'm right. None of that. I just want to, you know, headache free. I mean, but shout out to Abdullah, man. He a dog, man. And I'm sitting back waiting for the next one, you know. But that Justin Paul, though, man, that just sound crazy because he just had a good win, too.
Damn good win. You just got to fan how you
get me.
And that's what it.
I love seeing people get tested and figure that shit out. And that again, so I be clear with my full assessment of Abdullah Mason. That's how you get in there and fight, bro. Yeah, that's how you get in there and fight. I don't think nobody could walk away disappointed. They said they wanted to see action. You know, the no time, no Jerry shit. Okay. He went out there fighting. And hey, that's why I meant to ask you. I'm glad I got you up here. Hey, man, so I gotta ask you because I look at you as the professional when it comes to the trunks. Those was pretty damn close to some sequins, wasn't they?
Who, Abdullah?
Yeah, he was damn close. What did you consider them a pair, or was it the patches or logos that might have saved?
I gotta look at them again. But
Yeah,
yeah,
man,
don't
I
wear
was
them
like,
shit.
man, I be Ant McQueen in here on it, man.
Don't wear them damn shits,
You
man.
had
Oh damn, and you be designing shit, bro?
Nah, I'm
Not
saying
that.
don't
He
wear
got
them
this
damn
thing when
black
they wear
sequin
these
trunks.
all black trunks that dudes be losing fights. Like if you look at Shakur and De Los Santos, look at them trunks, bro. All black. Look at Charlie with
Ryan
Canelo,
took his
all
first
black.
L. He got his liver punched through his rib cage, and the blood was trickling down his nose. What he had on? Black sequin trunks. When Jamel Charlo went up there for Canelo, what he had on? Black sequin trunks. David Morrell, when he took his first L, David Benavidez, he had on black sequin trunks. My favorite fighter of all time is James Toney. When he took his first L to Roy Jones, he had on black sequin trunks. When Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank fought, Senior that is, Nigel Benn, when he got knocked out by Eubank Senior, what he have on? Black sequin trunks. I'm telling you, that dude Olivo, when he fought Mirko Cuello, he was winning the whole fight, then got stopped in the last round. Got dropped to the body twice. And he was winning the whole fight, then got stopped last round with like 30 seconds to go. And he had black sequin trunks on.
So what you speculating? You
saying
saying
bro.
Oh, you saying it's cursed? Okay, I thought you were saying like something's wrong with the material or something. Okay, you saying them shit's cursed? I got you.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy. Yeah. He said they wasn't. He was wearing a little snake or gator skin. Okay, shout out to Kyle.
That shit
I was
that
like,
L
man,
Dub,
we
what
need
fight
to
was that? I know
Queen
L
on
Dub
it,
still in
man.
here.
Because I'm like, it's something with them trunks, bro.
When
Ever
homie blew his
since
knee
Joe
out,
mentioned it,
when homie blew his knee out a couple weeks ago, who was that? L Dub. He had them black sequin trunks on. He went to throw a damn like a Superman punch and blew his knee out in the ring.
man, that's crazy.
Got the shit waved off. Stop, fighters. Stop wearing them trunks.
That's crazy.
Stop.
Yeah, the all blacks, them joints be cursed, man. Dudes be going out there fighting for their life. Only the special ones win with the sequin.
I think Deontay Wilder had them black sequin trunks on when he got spun around by Zilly Zhang.
Yes, yeah, he did. He did. I'm telling you, it's something to that. And I'm a weird guy when it comes to boxing. Like I be having like hair superstitions.
Superstitious like a
Don't do
motherfucker,
shit
bro.
with your hair and get in the ring. I swear, we was doing it in real time one day. I seen somebody. I was like, oh, he definitely get knocked out. Shortly after, he was getting stretched. I was like, I told y'all, you do dumb shit with your hair. It's just something. It's just not gonna be a good night for you when you got a stupid ass outfit or like you wearing sneakers instead of trunks. There you go, man. It ain't no good, bro. You can't.
That's it right there.
Hey, bro, what you just do? What you got on the fights this weekend though? I don't know if you talked about them yet, but
I'm gonna run it down because I'm about to hop off. I gotta go make a run. You talking about the Pitbull and Roach joint?
Yeah.
I definitely got Pitbull. I got Roach beating Pitbull, man. I think he can box him and just outsmart him, right? Like and try. My thing is I want to see what his approach to the fight is because he keep talking this KO stuff. So maybe he gonna fight in a way that's gonna make this a little more dangerous for himself. But I definitely got Lamont Roach outsmarting Pitbull, winning on points. Definitely not by stoppage. After seeing Cool Boy miss weight, part of me feel like he had a fat cat. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. And then the outside the ring, just the lifestyle, the eating choices caught up to him. And I kind of leaned towards Shock now. Like I was already flipping and flopping, but kind of slightly leaned towards Shock. Something about them fat camps and not being 100. Like I don't be liking. So it's still I still flipping and flopping, but kind of lean towards Shock after I realized he missed that weight like that, man.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna put my conspiracy hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that there's a possibility that Suleiman has something to do with this? With this whole situation. I'm not sure if y'all spoke about that, but remember, he was supposed to be ineligible for missing weight. And then shout out to L Dub, he clipped it. The dude announced the fight as 135 interim title for the WBC.
Yeah.
And that was something that was in place for Jadier Herrera and what's my man's name? Ricardo Nunez.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden these motherfuckers is fighting for the interim.
Yeah. So and then I think Shane Mosley Jr. is gonna put up a good fight. But I got Jesus Ramos beating him. I got Frank Martin winning in a good fight. Ben Johnson, I like him, man. I'm watching him fight, man. Got another Robert Guerrero in the game. Jordan Roach. I like Jordan Roach. Lamont brother on the card. I like that. Isaac Lucero. Okay, this is a nice card for tomorrow, man. We might call this card live, man. Might call this joint, yeah. But shout out to everybody, man. I got a dip, man. Do y'all hear music in the back?
Nah, I don't hear nothing.
Nah, I'm just making sure because, bro, I'm about to turn up. But shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking out. We gonna keep building, man. I don't know, man. I might come back tonight and chop it up some more, man. If y'all gonna be here, we gonna build on it, man. Shout out to 503, my dog Ant McQueen behind the hands. Appreciate all y'all. Shout out to Tyler's fight.
Yes, sir.
Fight pass tomorrow, okay. Yeah. I seen the fight poster. I forget the name of the opponent, but I seen the fight poster. You're right. But yeah, man, boxing continues, man. Trolling the world, pissing the world off, man. You out here selling merch, man. This is how you piss them off, man. Rub it in their face. I love to see it, man. Let's keep building boxing up, man. Shout out to everybody that supports the sport, supports the content creators, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody that hit the super chat. Much love, much appreciation, man. I make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good Friday. And if I don't come back later, see y'all tomorrow because there's more to talk about. Y'all already know. So with that, we're going to get up out of here, y'all. Peace to the fan.
Representing Brick City, Shakur. Finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're gonna give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just Due.